Batting practice is over and the grounds crew is getting the field ready. It's time for the On-Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at the Salt Lake Stingers and the Pacific Coast League. Now, to get you ready for today's game, here's the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
And a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Stingers baseball. The rain clouds have cleared away, and we've got ourselves a beautiful night for baseball here at Franklin Covey Field as the Stingers wrap up the series with Las Vegas and the homestand here against the 51. Steve Klauke with you. Las Vegas has won 2 out of 3 after taking yesterday's decision by a final score of 12-9. They jumped out to a 10-2 lead, only to have the Stingers pull to within 2 after 8. But Las Vegas picked up a couple of insurance runs in the ninth before the Stingers scored 1 in the bottom of the ninth, had the tying run at the plate when the game ended. So the Stingers come into this ball game having dropped 2 out of 3 to Las Vegas. They are now 4-3 on the homestand, so they need a win tonight, gain both the split on Las Vegas and pick up a win and have an over 500 record in the homestand. Try to make it 5 out of 8 in this homestand for the second consecutive homestand. So, the Stingers will send to the mound tonight right-hander Chris Butchek with a record of 8 wins and 9 losses. And for Las Vegas, it'll be right-hander Mark Johnson. His record is also 5-11. When we come back, we'll review last night's game here at the ballpark after this on ESPN 1230.
Sir, you need to patch things up with the state legislature.
Oh, what's wrong with the girly men now?
Sir, you can't call them girly men.
If those girly men would just go to Gold's Gym, they would be fine.
That's not what
Gold's has fitness classes, lap pools, sports courts, yes, all the latest workout equipment, like those cute little dumbbells.
But, sir...
There's no excuse. Right now, they can join Gold's Gym for $20 down and $20 a month.
Sir, you've got to apologize.
Okay. Hello, is this state senator girly man?
Gold's Gym is offering memberships for $20 down and $20 at Gold's Gym in Provo, Orem, Spanish Fork, American Fork, West Jordan, and announcing the grand opening of the West Valley Gym and construction of the new Golds in Sandy at 80th South and 13th East. Call 377 Gold in Utah County and 250 in Salt Lake.
Hello. Oh, Mom, you know I hate that.
Some restrictions apply.
Mom!
Chip here from Sky Satellite. I challenge you to give me one good reason why you shouldn't dump the cable and get DirecTV. With DirecTV, you get 100% eye-popping, crystal clear, ear-pounding digital picture and sound at no extra cost. With cable, that kind of service costs more. With DirecTV, you get 4 months of free programming, a $360 value, yours free when you get the NFL Sunday ticket. With cable, nothing's free, and they don't even offer the NFL Sunday ticket. When you get DirecTV system for Sky Satellite, it's free. No games, no gimmicks, and no rebates. We'll install a complete system on up to 4 TVs absolutely free of charge. Tell me, when has Comcast Cable ever given you anything other than a guaranteed price increase like the one just around the corner? Now, with a free system and 4 months of free programming, including premiums like HBO and Showtime, can you even think of one good reason why you shouldn't switch to DirecTV? Yeah, I didn't think so. Hey, call Sky Satellite at 978-0022. That's 978-0022.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Good ball game here last night as Las Vegas built the lead early on, starting in the second with a couple of walks by Jake Woods. The 51s had runners at first and second with 2 outs for Jose Flores. Now Woods ready to pitch. Curveball smacked toward third, past the diving McPherson down the left field line. Around third and heading for home is Barnes as Riggs comes up with the ball, fires it in towards third. It's an RBI double for Jose Flores, and Las Vegas takes a 1-0 lead. 1-0 lead. Then in the fourth inning, Woods would strike out the first 2 batters he would face, but then gave up a double to Rick Bell, putting a runner at second with 2 out for Tom Wilson. The 0-1 pitch to Wilson, and that's crushed to left center field. Sorensen going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. Onto the berm in left center field. A 2-run home run for Tom Wilson. And it's now 3-0 Las Vegas. They would add 2 more in the frame on RBI singles by Antonio Perez and Jason Repko. The Stingers would get back to within 3 in the fourth with 2 runs on a solo homer by Jake Thrower and a run-scoring single by Shane Halter to make it a 5-2 game. But then the 51s blew it open in the 5th inning as with 1 out, John Barnes homered to left. Then the bases were loaded with 2 out for Antonio Perez. Now Woods ready, the pitch. Swung on, chopped over the mound by second base and through into center field for a base hit. Bell scores. Flores is in behind him. It's a 2-run single for Antonio Perez, and now Las Vegas has stretched it out to an 8-2 lead. Jason Repko would follow with a 2-run double to make it a 10-2 ball game, but then the Stingers would rally in the 7th for 5. The first 2 runs coming in on singles by Zach Sorensen and Jake Thrower, and then those 2 were on base for Adam Riggs. Alkenborg ready. The 1-0 swung on, and there it goes. Deep to left field. That ball's up there. It's out there, and it is gone. A 3-run home run for Adam Riggs. And it's now Las Vegas 10 and the Stingers 7. That's the way to extend the hitting streak. Adam Riggs extending his hitting streak to 18 games with that home run. Then the Stingers would get a run on an infield single by Will Nieves in the 8th, and they were within 2 at 10-8. But Las Vegas had their lead on RBI singles by Tom Wilson and Eric Riggs in the top of the 9th inning to make it a 12-8 ball game. Then the Stingers had 2 on with 1 out, trying to come back, and Casey Kotzman was at the plate. Now Farmer's pitch. Line and a diving catch by Bell at third. What a play by Rick Bell. That one was ticketed down the left field line, and probably a double. But Bell lunging high and to his right, able to stab that line drive. And Andres Galarraga followed with an RBI single, but that really took the steam out of the rally, although Dallas McPherson did come to the plate representing the tying run, but he lined out to Cody Ross in deep right, and the game was over and Las Vegas had a 12-9 win. When we come back, we'll take a look at the standings in the Pacific Coast League next on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Keep smoking, you're gonna die. If you think it's too hard to stop, then in 60 seconds could save your life. Try all methods, smoke free in 3. Clinically tested. 3 simple, easy steps to help you quit in days. If you tried the patch, the gum, and those magic nicotine pills, and you're still lighting up a no smoke, don't give up. Listen to these ex-smokers.
I've been smoking apartment cigarettes per week as long as I can remember. The very first day I started the smoke-free and free system, I quit.
This is Shelly, and my cravings have decreased. I'm calmer, less irritable, and I've been smoke-free for a month now.
This system really surprised me on how effectively and quickly it works.
Smoke-free is strong against cravings mentally and physically, so you can start cigarette, no stress, no jitters, no anxiety, and no more money wasted on cigarettes.
Call now for a 30-day risk-free trial of smoke-free in 3 at 1-888-317-7083. Stop smoking in just days, guaranteed. 1-888-317-7083. If you don't stop, you don't pay. 1-888-317-7083. That's 1-888-317-7083.
Stand by for an important announcement. Due to cooler than forecasted temperatures in June and July, Holmes Heating and Cooling Warehouse is full of central air systems and must be immediately cleared. We anticipated temperatures like 2003. With the roller coaster temperatures this past month, our warehouse is full and we need to make space, declared a Holmes spokesman. Holmes Heating and Cooling will drastically reduce price on all high-efficient Bryant central air systems. Bryant features the environmentally safe Huron. Bryant, doing whatever it takes, have been the industry leaders when it comes to keeping you cool and comfortable. August promises to be a very hot month. Don't wait. Low prices, no payments, and no interest for 12 months makes now the best time ever to get a Bryant Central Air System. Call Holmes Heating and Cooling for a quote. Toll free, 1-800-968-4151. Write this number down, 1-800-968-4151.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Time now to check out the PCL standings. Brought to you by your local Associated Food Stores, featuring Western family brands. Only the best will do for you at Associated Food Stores. In the North Division last night, Tacoma edged Portland at PGE Park 9-8 to the Rainiers and reopened a 1.5-game lead over the Beavers with still 6 games remaining between the two teams. They'll play each other again tonight in Portland. Edmonton is 11 back and Salt Lake 25 out. In the South, Sacramento has an 8.5-game lead over Tucson. Las Vegas trails by 15. Fresno has lost 7 in a row, and they've fallen 17 games off the pace. Oklahoma's running away with the East. They lead Memphis by 10, New Orleans by 16, and Nashville by 17. Colorado Springs trying to make a race of it. In the Central, they've missed out, though, last night on a chance to gain a game on Iowa when the Cubs lost to New Orleans 9-6, but Colorado Springs lost their home game with Albuquerque, and so the Sky Sox stay 6.5 back with the Isotopes trailing by 11, and Omaha 11 1/2 games back in the pack. Just 2 games underway so far in the PCL. After one at Nashville, Oklahoma and New Orleans are scoreless, and nothing in yet on Iowa at New Orleans. Also one other game, I guess the third game, that's already underway, but nothing on it as yet as Omaha visits Memphis. We'll come back with tonight's starting lineup for the 51s and the Stingers right after this on ESPN 1230.
My name's Brian, and I've been suffering from psoriasis and eczema for 15 years. And this product, Skin Zinc, is the only treatment I've used that actually works. I love it because there's no steroids. You just spray it on, and it works. It's like having brand new skin.
I'm Janine, and I just want to tell everyone out there that Skin Zinc is amazing. I don't itch, no more bleeding, and I haven't had a flare-up since I started using it. Look, I'm in a T-shirt and shorts. I finally have a social life again. Just try it. It works. Believe me.
My name is Mark, and I've used everything there is to treat the dry, flaky skin of my arms. Skin Zinc is the only product that's helped. I don't know why doctors don't have this, but I'm telling you, they don't. It's really the closest thing to a medical miracle.
Call now for your 30-day risk-free trial of Skin Zinc at 800-507-4413. Guaranteed results. Call 800-507-4413. Active ingredient is FDA approved. Instant satisfaction. 800-507-4413. Call now. 800-507-4413.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Borster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that's flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments. Or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making you pay higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at altamortgagegroup.com. We are here to help you.
Now, more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field. Time now for tonight's starting lineup, brought to you by Southtown. Isuzu is back in the Salt Lake area at National Isuzu Southtown, located at the Southtown Auto Mall in Sandy. For the visiting Las Vegas 51s, managed by Terry Kennedy, leading off the shortstop, Antonio Perez. Batting second, the center fielder, Jason Repko. Hitting third and playing right field, Cody Ross. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Luis Garcia. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, John Barnes. Batting sixth and playing third base, Rick Bell. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, Henry Stanley. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Joe Thurston. And hitting ninth is the catcher, Ryan Kellner. Pitching for Las Vegas will be right-hander, Mark Johnson. For the homestanding Salt Lake Stingers, managed by Mike Brumley, leading off, the second baseman, Jake Cowart. Batting second, the left fielder, Adam Riggs. Hitting third and playing first base, Casey Kochman. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Dallas McPherson. Hitting fifth and playing right field, Shane Halter. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Alex Pelaez. Hitting seventh and playing center field, Brian Gordon. Batting eighth and catching, Tom Gregorio. And hitting ninth will be the shortstop, Zach Sorensen. Pitching for the Stingers will be right-hander, Chris Puchek. It's the Stingers and the 51s, the fourth and final game of the series, the eighth and final game of the homestand. We'll be back with tonight's first pitch right after this timeout. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
U.S. Murray, Salt Lake City. Fox and Craig's roll the crowd down the hood. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230. Play a bus for the left field. leader in sports, a Citadel Broadcasting station. This has been the On Deck Circle. Stay tuned. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is coming up next on the home of the Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Get a little closer. Don't be shy. Better refuse to try. No odor, no sigh, just dry.
Arid is unsurpassed. It helps stop wetness so odor can't start.
No odor, no sigh, just dry. Get a little closer. Better refuse to try.
Hi, I'm Gail from Baltimore. You know, I always look for better ways to do things. Did you know a few drops of vinegar and water could keep your poached eggs together? Or that onions wrapped up in a paper bag and stored in your refrigerator keeps them from sprouting for months? Now here's something I discovered about cleaning up tough messes. A wet sheet of Bounty stays tough and helps clean up easily. Just get it wet and get it done. How about that?
The quilted Quicker-Upper Bounty.
The field is live. The starting pitchers have finished their warm-up, and the managers have exchanged lineup cards. It's time for Salt Lake Stingers baseball. So let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Well, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Stingers baseball. What's turned out to be a beautiful night after a dreary afternoon. It's the Stingers and the 51s wrapping up this series here at Franklin Covey Field. Las Vegas has won 2 out of the 3 games so far. So the Stingers looking for a split with a win today. A win would also give them 5 out of 8 on the homestand for the second consecutive 8-game homestand. So the Stingers now taking the field in their home whites with the red numerals in lettering trimmed in navy blue, while Las Vegas in their Dodger blue tops with the white numerals in lettering with the gray baseball pants. Before we get our ball game underway here at Franklin Covey Field, let's enjoy the singing of our national anthem by Cambria Dempsey.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched with the gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang
Anthem prior to the start of today's game between the Stingers and the Las Vegas 51s. Let's take the Stingers around to their positions defensively, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Cover your bases using the phone book with the beautiful cover, or you could look up what you need at myphonedirectory.com. For the Stingers, Adam Riggs is in left, Brian Gordon in center, and Shane Halter's in right. Alan McPherson's at third, Zach Sorensen at short, Jake Brewer at second, and Casey Kotzman is at first. A battery of Chris Butchek pitching and Tom Gregorio catching. For Chris, this will be his 26th start of the season. in 141 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 188 hits, 106 runs, 91 of them earned. He has struck out 91 and walked 50. He's hit 5 batters, thrown 7 wild pitches, and surrendered 22 home runs. Buchek has won 8 and lost 9 with a 5.78 earned run average. The PCL is batting .315 against the 6'5", 200-pound right-hander, Chris Buchek. So Chris finishing up his warm-up tosses before we get our ball game underway. If you can, come on over, because after tonight there are only 4 home dates left on the 2004 schedule next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday here against the Tucson Sidewinders. And the Stingers still have 10 road games remaining, 6 games at Edmonton starting tomorrow night with a doubleheader on Thursday night rather. Single games Friday night and Saturday night with a single game on Sunday afternoon. That's the series here between Salt Lake and Tucson, and the Stingers close out the season Labor Day weekend in Las Vegas. So Buchek finishing up his warm-up tosses before we get our ball game underway. Stingers' parent club, the Anaheim Angels, have won 6 in a row as they host Kansas City tonight. John Lackey, 10-10, going for the Angels this evening as they've pulled within a half game of Oakland in the American League West, and they moved ahead of Texas into second in the West. The Rangers right now are trailing Minnesota 3-0 in the 5th inning at Arlington on home runs by a couple of former Buzzmen, Torrey Hunter and Corey Koski. So we're ready to go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Salt Lake Stingers baseball is on the air for a Tuesday night here in Salt Lake City. Antonio Perez, the shortstop, to lead things off. Buchek's first pitch of the ball game, and it's a fastball, high and inside, ball 1. Perez batting .290, 21 doubles, 6 triples, 18 homers, 76 runs batted in. He's 4 for 11 in this series. The 1-0 offering, and it's a breaking ball in at the knees. A strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpiring crew is assigned by the Pacific Coast League. We'll give those to you after the 1-1 to Perez. Swung on and sliced foul into the seats down the right field side. The count's 1-2. Adam Dowdy is behind the plate with Greg Chittenden at first base, and Kevin Sweeney is the arbiter over at third. So 1-2 the count on Perez, leading things off for Las Vegas to start the ball game. 1-2 pitch, he reaches out and fouls it back, and the count remains 1-2. Terry Kennedy, the Las Vegas manager, coaching at third with hitting coach George Hendrick over at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And a miserable afternoon. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball low, 2-2. Intermittent showers early, then a pretty steady rain from about 4:15 or so till about 5 o'clock with a couple of downpours mixed in. Now the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball is high, and the count's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch. Swing at a fastball and a foul back, and it remains 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count on Antonio Perez, with Jason Repko and Cody Ross due next. Now Buchek's 3-2 delivery. Swung on and popped up. Hit the shallow right. Thrower the second baseman out. Halter the right fielder coming in, making the call, and making the catch for out number 1. So Perez retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Jason Repko, the center fielder. Repko batting .315, 21 doubles, 3 triples, 7 homers, 40 runs batted in. Repko with 6 hits and 15 at-bats in this series, and half of his hit totals have come from doubles. So 1 out, no beyond. We'll greet you tomorrow at 6:45 from Telus Field at Edmonton, and the Stingers' final ever visit to the Alberta City. Showing bunt, Repko takes a fastball low, ball 1. As that team gets ready to relocate to Round Rock, Texas, just outside of Austin next year. Now the 1-0. Up high, fastball, 2-0 the count. Buchek roughed up in his last start against Edmonton on the 19th. here at Franklin Covey Field, giving up 13 runs, only 6 of them earned on 12 hits and just 2 and 2/3 innings. 2-0 pitches popped up foul to the right of home plate and onto the roof. 2-1 the count on Repko. This is Chris's third start against Las Vegas. No decision here on June the 24th, as he allowed only 1 run on 4 hits and 6 in the 3rd innings. The 2-1 Repko, swing and a miss to the fastball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Then at Caston Field on the 10th of July, Chris was not involved in the decision either, giving up 4 runs on 6 hits in 5 innings with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. The 2-2 pitch, Repko swings and lifts it in the air to right center field. Brian Gordon, the center fielder, drifting over. Shane Halder coming over from right, and it's Halder who makes the call, and the catch for out number 2. So 2 away, courtesy of the glove of Shane Halder. Now here's Cody Ross, the right fielder, batting .269. 17 doubles, 2 triples, 14 homers, 49 runs batted in. 2 hits and 15 at-bats in this series, with a double and 4 RBI. The pitch, and it's in for a strike, curveball, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Buchek trying to snap a personal 2-game losing streak, rather. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul up against the base of the screen, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Trying to square up his record with a win at 9-9. He's also 1 game under 500 lifetime as a Stinger with 20 wins and 21 losses. But trying to even that record up as well. The 0-2 pitch to Ross. Up high, ball 1. 1-2 the count on the right-hand batter. Chris 3-3 here at Franklin Covey Field. 5-6 on the road. The 1-2 pitch to Ross bounces in for a ball. 2-2 the count. But his earned run average is 1.8 runs per game higher here at Franklin Covey Field than on the road. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Ross, as Buchek delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Drop 3rd strike. Gregorio with the throw to first for the out. That'll do it for the 51s in the first, as Buchek retires the side in order. And so after the first half inning of play, Las Vegas nothing, and the Stingers are coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
After a 10-win season, a Liberty Bowl shutout of Southern Miss, and a top 25 ranking, you may think the University of Utah football team is satisfied. Well, Urban Meyer and the boys want to let you in on a little secret. You ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't seen nothing yet! So call 581-UTIPS for your season tickets, because you ain't seen nothing yet!
Don't be shy. To try. No odor, no shine, just dry.
Arid is unsurpassed. It helps stop wetness so odor can't start.
No odor, no shine, just dry. Get a little closer. Arid to try.
Hi, I'm Gail from Baltimore. You know, I always look for better ways to do things. Did you know a few drops of vinegar and water could keep your poached eggs together? Or that onions wrapped up in a paper bag and stored in your refrigerator keeps them from sprouting for months? Now here's something I discovered about cleaning up tough messes. A wet sheet of Bounty stays tough and helps clean up easily. Just get it wet and get it done. How about that?
The quilted quicker picker upper Bounty.
All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Defensively for Las Vegas. Henry Stanley to left. Jason Repko in center. Cody Ross in right. Rick Bell at third. Antonio Perez at short. Joe Thurston at second. Luis Garcia at first. The battery of Mark Johnson pitching. And Ryan Kellner catching. And that check of the Las Vegas defensive alignment, courtesy of the phone directories company. Mark Johnson getting the start for Las Vegas. This will be his 35th appearance of the year. His 19th start. In 121 and a third innings, he's given up 154 hits, 83 runs, 77 of them earned. He struck out 73 and walked 39. Hit 3 batters, thrown 9 wild pitches, and surrendered 14 home runs. Johnson has won 5 and lost 11 with 2 saves out of the bullpen. He has a 5.71 earned run average, and the PCL is batting .312 against right-hander Mark Johnson. Jake Thrower to lead things off, batting .299, 26 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, 59 runs batted in. First pitch taking, a changeup high, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Jake, who has 9 hits and 15 at-bats in this series. Now the 1-0, outside again, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Mark Johnson, 6'3", 220, his 8th professional season. Signed as a free agent by the Dodgers back in December. The 2-0 pitch. Foul back into the screen, and the count's 2-1. Like Dusty Bergman, Mark Johnson pitched collegiately at the University of Hawaii, and then was a first-round pick, 19th selection overall by Houston in 1996. Now the 2-1 pitch. Thrower takes a fastball down the middle above the knees for a strike, and it's 2-2. Outfield straight away, and the infield is back. Johnson, born in Dayton, Ohio. The pitch swung on and lifted foul out of play down the left field line. Still 2-2. 29 years old, now calls Leesburg, Florida home. So 2-2 the count on Thrower against right-hander Mark Johnson, who took a loss his last time out at Tucson on the 19th. The 2-2 pitch. Thrower swings and fights off another one and fouls it over the roof. Still 2-2. Gave up just 3 runs on 9 hits in 6 innings, striking out 6 and walking 1, but taking the loss, snapping a personal 2-game win streak. 2-2 the count on Thrower. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Johnson. The pitch is bounced up the middle. The second baseman Thurston to his right. Backhands, turns, and tosses to first for the out. Nicely done by Joe Thurston at second base. Here's Adam Riggs coming in with an 18-game hitting streak working, putting together quite a year. .335 average, 33 doubles, 8 triples, 27 homers, 86 runs batted in. Riggs 3 for 9 in this series with 2 homer and 5 RBI. First pitch on the way. He shows bunt and takes a fastball for a strike 0-1. Last night he scored his 100th run, but he was tied for the league lead in that department, as Clint Barmas of Colorado Springs and Nick Swisher of Sacramento also reached 100 runs scored. Now the 1-strike pitch to Riggs, a fastball high, 1-1. Adam leads the league with 68 extra base hits. He's 4th in the league with 145 hits, and he is 6th in batting average at .335. Now the 1-1. Riggs takes a breaking ball strike just above the knees on the outer half of the plate. 1-2 the count. Riggs 2 for 5 against Johnson this year. Pitch a breaking ball low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both of his hits against Johnson have been home runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on the right-hand batter. The outfield playing him straight away as the pitch comes home. Swing and a fastball and a foul back into the screen. Perez had short shaded up the middle a bit. Bell holding his ground at third, opening up a big hole on that left side of the Las Vegas infield. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Now the pitch. Swing, a foul. Riggs getting around a little bit late there, but protecting himself nicely, getting the bat out and fouling it into the screen. So the count remains 2-2. And we mentioned earlier some overcast skies, some rain, but well, maybe some jackets and blankets of the order of the night. Still a pretty night here in Salt Lake City. 2-2 to Adam. Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Belled high in the outside corner. Riggs caught looking for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs for Casey Kotzman, batting .372, 20 doubles, 4 homers, 34 runs batted in. 6 hits and 10 at-bats in this series. Kotzman 1 for 2 with a couple of RBI against Johnson this year. Now the right-hander's first pitch to Casey, and it's a breaking ball inside at the belt. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. That's been robbed by Bell at third last night in the 9th inning. A key play. It kept Las Vegas ahead. There's a curveball inside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Outfield straight away for Kochman as the 2-0 comes home. Breaking ball sinks down low for ball 3. 3-0 the count with Dallas McPherson due next. An off night for Andres Galarraga. 3-0 the count. Now Johnson's pitch. Kochman taking all the way. It's a fastball in at the knees for a strike. 3-1. Casey comes into this ball game with a 7-game hitting streak working. Now Johnson's 3-1 delivery sinks down low for ball 4. And so the Stingers have a base runner on a 2-out walk to Kochman. Brings up Dallas McPherson batting .322. 14 doubles, 8 triples, 18 homers, 50 runs batted in. McPherson 4 for 14 in this series with a double, a homer, and 1 run batted in. Has 1 hit in 3 at-bats against Johnson this year. That 1 hit was a triple that drove in a couple of runs. 2 out, a runner at first base. Johnson's pitch. Swung on and smashed, caught by Thurston. The second baseman for Las Vegas lunging to his right and making a backhand stab out thigh high to take a hit away from Dallas. So in the inning, no runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 runner left. At the end of 1, there's no score here at Franklin Covey Field on ESPN 1230.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro Colors. Automotive excellence.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Borster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that is flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments. Or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making you pay higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at altamortgagegroup.com. We are here to help you.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Luis Garcia, Don Barnes, Rick Bell, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up in the Las Vegas batting order to face right-hander Chris Butchek here in the second. 0-0, the score after 1. First pitch to Luis Garcia is fouled back, strike 1 as he had a hack at a fastball. Garcia batting .318, 27 doubles, 2 triples, 29 homers, 86 runs batted in. 5 for 14 in this series with 7 RBI in the first 3 games. Now the wind by Butchek, the 0-1. Garcia takes high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the right-hand batter. His 29 home runs, good for a tie for 4th in the league right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Butchek's pitch. Garcia takes a pitch up about shoulder high and tomahawks it into center field for a base. Brian Gordon plays that one on the roll, so Garcia's aboard with the leadoff single. Pitch was up out of the strike zone. He just chopped at it and lined a single into center field. Here's John Barnes, the DH. The former Buzz Star batting .319, 10 doubles, 9 homers, 37 runs batted in. 4 for 8 in this series with a double, a homer, and an RBI. Hitting .240 against the Stingers this year. First pitch from Buchek on the way. Swung on and popped up foul. First base side out of play. Strike one. Stingers baseball brought to you by Taco Maker, where burrito babies are the hottest item. 3 crisp bean burrito babies, lightly fried in a half corn, half flour tortilla, filled with homemade beans and cheese for just $1.89. And Taco Maker donates $5 to the United Way for every double play turned by the Stingers so far this year. They've turned 122 for a donation total so far of $610. Make it 123 right here, the 0-1. Barnes reaches out on a changeup and fouls it back, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. No score. We're in the top of the second inning here at Franklin Covey Field. Sun no longer a factor in left. Is left field protected now by the shadow of the upper deck at first base. Now Buchek ready. The 2-strike pitch to Barnes. Line at third. Caught by McPherson. Cocks that right arm, getting ready to throw to first base, but Garcia had scampered back. So McPherson up on his tiptoes to grab the line drive off the bat of Barnes. 1 out for Rick Bell, batting .307. 34 doubles, 1 triple, 12 homers, 50 runs batted in. Bell 5 for 10 in this series. 2 doubles and a run batted in. All kinds of moves made today. There's a breaking ball low and inside of the right-hand batter. Ball 1 affecting the PCL. Rockies had to put outfielder Preston Wilson on the disabled list with a sore left knee. They recalled outfielder Chu Freeman from the Sky Sox. 1-0 pitch to Bell. Breaking ball is low. 2-0 the count. Kansas City placed first baseman Mike Sweeney on the disabled list with a back injury, recalling outfielder Alexis Gomez from Omaha. This Las Vegas team affected as the Dodgers purchased the contract of Masao Kita from Las Vegas. They option pitcher Mike Venefro back to Las Vegas. He'll rejoin them at home. There's a pitch, a slider that barely missed, but I'm not sure where, and the count's 3-0. Didn't look low, didn't look outside, but it was called a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Buchek's pitch fell. Fastball down the middle of strike, 3-1. San Diego placed pitcher Sterling Hitchcock on 15-day disabled list with a strained left elbow. Recalling pitcher Dennis Tankersley from Portland. Hurting the Beavers' pennant drive. Now Buchek ready, the 3-1. Bell takes high, ball 4. And now the 51s have runners at first and second base with 1 out for Henri Stanley, the left fielder. Stanley batting .273, 11 doubles, 2 triples, 3 homers, 19 runs batted in. Also with San Diego, former Buzz outfielder Brian Buchanan has refused an outright assignment to Portland and will become a free agent. So Brian Buchanan looking for a job this late in the season. He may take the rest of the year off. Pitch to Stanley away, chop foul into the seats behind the first base dugout for strike 1. Runners at first and second for Las Vegas with 1 out, 0-0 here in the top of the second inning. St. Louis recalled outfielder So Taguchi from Memphis, optioning pitcher Jason Simon-Tachi back to the Redbirds. Now Buchek ready, the 0-1. Swinging a chopper to the right side, scooped up nicely by Kotzman. The flip to second for 1. Back to Buchek covering it first in time for the double play. 3-6-1 double play, nicely turned by the Stingers infield, and with that another $5 goes to the United Way courtesy of the Taco Maker. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Stingers nothing, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real live person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business just as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
Hey, this is Dan, the Laptop Man from PC Laptops, and it's back to school time. So we've got an incredible psychotic deal for students. Whether you're a high school or a college student or any kind of student, we've got a phenomenal deal for you. Let me just tell you about what we got going on. First of all, if you've got that little sheet from your professor, you know that little sheet that says you need this certain speed, this certain hard drive, this certain screen, this certain network card for your laptop computer, and you have to have this laptop to take a class? Well, we've talked to tons of professors from just about every college in the state to make sure that we have the right laptop for you. So bring in your sheet. Now, make sure you also bring in your student ID. I don't care if you're a high school student, an elementary school student, or a college student, you're going to get a huge discount just for being a student. So bring in your student ID. This discount is getting any one of our PC Lab locations. Come into PC Laptops, we love you. Featuring Intel Centrina mobile technology.
We go to the bottom of the second inning in a 0-0 ball game. Shane Halter, Alex Pelaez, Brian Gordon due up to face right-hander Mark Johnson. Time now to take a look at who's hitting the cover off the ball in the PCL. Brought to you by Mountain Extreme Power Sports. Stay to the extreme with Mountain Extreme Power Sports in Linton, Utah. Calvin Pickering now with Kansas City, formerly of Omaha, still leads the league with 35 homers, but Kevin Wood of Memphis is closing in. He's got 32. First pitch to Shane Halter, a slow curve, and at the knees for a strike 0-1. Shane batting .286, 5 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, and 18 runs batted it. He's 5 out of 11 in this series at Johnson deals. Low for a ball, 1-1. Scott Seabold of Memphis with 30 homers. Andy Tracy of Colorado Springs. Luis Garcia of Las Vegas tied at 29. 1-1 pitch to Halter. Swinging a ground ball toward short. Perez to his left has it. Sets and throws to first, on target and in time. Out number 1. 1 away. Here's Alex Pelaez, batting .314, 16 doubles, 2 triples, 6 homers, 54 runs batted in. 0 for 5 with an RBI in this series. Some of the other moves. Texas Rangers place pitcher Joaquin Bedell on the disabled list and purchased the contract of pitcher Chris Young from Oklahoma. He's only made 5 AAA starts. There's an off-speed pitch and at the knees for a strike, 0-1, although he is 3-0 with Oklahoma with an ERA under 2. Now the 0-1. Strike, a breaking ball at the knees, 0-2. You don't see very much of this anymore, but the Cardinals today purchased the El Paso franchise of the Texas League and will relocate it to Springfield, Missouri next year. 0-2 pitch, fastball high, 1-2. El Paso used to be one of the premier franchises in the Texas League. Wonder if another team will go in to take its place. Now the 1-2. Just outside of the belt. 2-2 the count on Alex. Cardinals will have their AA and AAA team within a 4-hour drive of St. Louis as Pelaez lifts one in the air to shallow left center. Stanley, the left fielder, coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Brian Gordon, the center fielder, batting .261, 23 doubles, 3 triples, 19 homers, 61 runs batted in for Gordon, who's 2 out of 11 in this series. So 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the second. No score between Las Vegas and Salt Lake. First pitch to Brian. And it's a changeup strike on the outside corner above the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Outfield maybe a step or 2 around towards right for Brian as the 0-1 comes home. Swung on and towards right, racing over to his left is Ross. Now he stops, waits, and makes the catch to retire the side. Stingers up and down order in the second and through 2. Salt Lake nothing, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
Two of the fastest growing crimes in Utah are fraud and forgery. Don't be a victim. Have sensitive and confidential documents disposed of safely at Certified Shred. With Certified Shred, you can have your items shredded on site with their state-of-the-art mobile shredding truck, or you can let their secured personnel do it off-site. To contact the bonded and insured professionals at Certified Shred, call 972-4748. They've been handling the removal of sensitive documents for over 5 years, so they know what they're doing. Certified Shred, 972-4748.
Fastenal is at it again, and now it's happening in Salt Lake. Fastenal has expanded their product line, and they want to show it off with an open house this Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1605 West, 2100 South in Salt Lake. Factory reps will be on hand to answer your toughest questions. If you're in the market for fasteners, welding, cutting, tools, electrical, paints, chemicals, and much, much more, this is the place to be. Fastenal is the fastest-growing full-line industrial distributor and the largest fastener distributor in North America, with more than 1,400 stores worldwide. If you need it, Fastenal has it. If you haven't been to a Fastenal open house, you don't know what you're missing. This Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lunch is on us, and they'll have lots of free stuff to give away. Fastenal Open House Celebration, this Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 1605 West, 2100 South in Salt Lake. You don't want to miss this one.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
All right, we go to the third. It'll be Joe Thurston, Ryan Kellner, and Antonio Perez to up to face right-hander Chris Butchek. And as always, the third inning is brought to you by the Jordan River Par 3. The best place to improve your short game is the Jordan River Par 3. You can play for just $6 a 9-hole round. For tee times, call 533-4527 or go online at slc-golf.com. Joe Thurston, left-handed batter, to lead things off. First pitch on the way is line caught by Condon. Lunging to his right, he took that one about ankle high and robbed Thurston of a base hit. And that could very well be our anything's possible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulus Auto Group. Osman with a quick lunge to his left to spear that ankle-high line drive. So 1 out. That'll bring up Ryan Kellner, batting .193 on the year, 7 doubles, 5 homers, 21 runs batted. And it's a chopper over the mound. The shortstop Sorensen to his left, flags it down and throws it out. So very quickly, 2 up, 2 down on 2 pitches here in the third. Brings up Antonio Perez, who flied to Halter and right his first time up. It's also time to find out what is happening under the lights tonight at the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal light bulb. Check out the Reveal bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. First Butchek's delivery to Perez, and it's high ball 1. In the 6th at Nashville, the Sounds at Oklahoma are scoreless. Now Butchek ready with a 1-0. Strike, a slider in at the knees, 1-1. After 5 at New Orleans, the Zephyrs lead Iowa 1-0. Omaha leads at Memphis 1-0 in the 4th. 1-1. Perez takes the breaking ball low, 2-1. In the 3rd, no score at Colorado Springs between the Sky Sox and Albuquerque. Later on, Edmonton at Tucson. Former East High star Mike Gosling going for the Sidewinders. He's 7-4 this year. 2-1 to Perez. His line towards right, slicing towards the corner. Halter a long run. He's there. And he'll reach out and make the shoulder high grab to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. A very nice, neat, big pitch in the third inning for Chris Butchek. And after 2.5 it remains. Stingers nothing, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose associated food stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Whoa, new truck?
No, I've had it a couple of years.
This is your work truck, and it looks this good after a couple of years. So what, you never use it?
It's got a Rhino in it.
Yeah, I've got a Rhino.
That thing? Look, Bud, that's not a Rhino. That's just some sprayed-on liner.
Whatever. I asked the salesman at the dealership for a Rhino.
Whoa, man, somebody saw you coming. Look, see the tag on my truck? That Rhino tag means I got what I paid for. A real Rhino.
Oh, I wondered why mine was coming up on the edge there. And look how thin this is.
Well, your mom always said you weren't too bright.
Hey.
Look, Nothing works like a real Rhino. Ask your truck dealer for a real Rhino lining or come into Murray or City and we can help you in person. You need Rhino's thick, tough, guaranteed protection for your truck. Ask for what you want. Make sure you get what you paid for. Call Rhino at 266-6112. That's 266-6112. Or one more time while you get your pin. 266-6112. Rhino Linings. These put on Bedliner.
Bottom of the third inning here at Franklin Covey Field. No score. Tom Gregorio, Zach Sorensen, and Jake Thrower do up to face right-hander Mark Johnson. Tom Gregorio batting .223, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 29 runs batted in. Tom, the season-high 7-game hitting streak working. Again, the third inning brought to you by the Jordan River Par 3. For tee times, call 533-4527 or go online at slc-golf.com. So Gregorio to lead things off against Johnson. The pitch. Fastball high, ball one. Finishing off that look at the other scores, we'll go to the American League, where Boston's come from behind to take a 5-3 lead at Toronto. Blue Jays batting in the bottom of the seventh. Doug Mirabelli, his 8th home run for the Red Sox. 1-0 to Gregorio is low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. They're in the 8th at Cleveland. The Yankees and the Indians are tied at 4. New York coming back from a 4-1 deficit. 1-1 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th. Now the 2-0. Gregorio takes a strike on the inside corner to knees, 2-1. Bottom of the 9th, that's Detroit. The White Sox lead the Tigers 9-4. Juan Uribe with his 17th home run for Chicago. Carlos Pena with his 19th for Detroit. Now the 2-1. Swung on in line to the left center field, a base hit. Played on the third half by Jason Ripko. Tom Gregorio extends his hitting streak to 8 games. At the first knock of the night for Salt Lake. And with a runner at first base and nobody out, the batter will be Zach Sorensen. Sorensen batting .312, 14 doubles, 4 triples, 2 homers, 31 runs batted in. He's 5 for 12 in this series. They've played 6 at Arlington, Minnesota out in front of Texas 3-0. Again, home runs by Torrey Hunter and Corey Koski in the 4th. Now Johnson's pitch. Sorensen shows bunt and takes low, ball 1. Later on, in about a half hour from now, Tampa Bay is at Seattle. Baltimore visits Oakland. Mark Mulder going for his 17th. And Kansas City is at Anaheim with John Lackey, the former Stinger, going for the Angels. 1 ball to count on Sorensen. The pitch. Zach takes one in the dirt, scooped up by the catcher Kellner. And so the count's 2-0. Gregorio at first, nobody out in the 0-0 game. National League. Dodgers hit Montreal with an 8-run 5th and lead the Expos 9-2 in the 7th. Adrian Beltre crushed his 40th home run of the year. Alex Cora hit his 8th. 2 balls, no strikes. The throw to first, and Gregorio is back. Florida scored 7 runs in the first. They lead the Giants 9-1 in the bottom of the 5th at Miami. Alex Gonzalez and Mike Lowell have gone deep for the Fighting Fish. We're fighting to stay in the wild card race. 2-0 to Sorensen is a fastball high, ball 3. 3-0 the count with Jake Thrower due next. In the 9th at Pittsburgh, the Pirates lead Arizona 3-1. Darrell Lord with his 12th home run. Now Johnson's pitch. Strike on the inside corner at the knees, 3-1. Sorensen 2 for 3 against Johnson this year coming in. After 7.5 at Cincinnati, the Reds and the Cardinals are tied at 3. Sid Edmonds with his 32nd home run for St. Louis. Reggie Sanders, his 19th, as Sorensen lifts one high in the air to deep right field. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's up there, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Zach Sorensen, and the Stingers are out in front 2-0. A high, towering drive that ended up on the backside of the berm. The only question was, would it stay fair? And it did for Sorensen's 3rd home run of the year. He now has 33 runs batted in. So now the Stingers with a 2-0 advantage here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that's another Mountain America home equity home run. Finance your home equity or construction loan today with Mountain America Credit Union. Jake Thrower, the batter, grounded out to second his first time up. He takes a strike in under the letters, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. That extends Sorensen's hitting streak now to 8 straight games. San Diego beat the Mets 3-1 at Shea tonight. The old pitch. Thrower takes a changeup strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-2. David Wells and Trevor Hoffman combining on a 4-hitter. Chris Benson taking loss for New York. Bottom of the 6th at Atlanta. The Braves trail Colorado 6-2. Make that 5-2. Here's Thrower swinging at the 0-2, lofting one at his shallow right. Cody Ross coming on, and he'll put it away for out number 1. So Thrower retire. That'll bring up Adam Riggs. Called out on strikes his first time up. Bottom of the 5th at Wrigley. Cubs lead the Brewers 10-4. It was 10-0 until Milwaukee scored 4 runs in the 5th. Moises Alou has hit a pair of home runs for Chicago, his 30th and 31st. Derek Lee with his 27th, and Aramis Ramirez hit his 26th. First pitch to Adam. Swung on, lifted in the air to left center field. Repko, the center fielder, coming in and over for it, and he'll put it away for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down after the home run by Sorensen. And that'll bring up Casey Kotzman, who walked his first time up. Bill Hall and Scott Podsednik homer for the Brewers. And in the 7th at Houston, the Astros and the Phillies are tied at 2. Carlos Beltran has hit his 31st home run of the year for Houston, while Placido Polanco hit his 11th for Philadelphia. Pitch to Kotzman on the way, and changeup in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2-0 Stingers on the home run by Sorensen here in the 3rd. Now Johnson's delivery, and Kotzman swings. It's a bad handle, one hopper for the second baseman Thurston, who steps and tosses to first. And that'll do it for the Stingers in the 3rd, but they take the lead. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left on base. We head to the 4th. It's the Stingers 2 and Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
Golf pros agree. To lower your score, improve your short game. The best course for that is the Jordan River Par 3, located at 1200 North Redwood Road. The Jordan River Par 3 golf course is just minutes from downtown and playable in about an hour. It's the best place to develop your short iron, chipping, and putting skills. And it's just $6 for 9 holes. It's the best golf value around. Small groups and church outings are welcome with fantastic group discounts available. For T-Test, call 533-4527. That's 533-4527 or visit slc-golf.com.
It's a great day at Tin Valley Nissan of Murray, Utah's #1 Nissan dealer. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Mark from accounting. Can I talk with Sean?
Oh, sorry. Sean is busy high-fiving a customer on their purchase of a new 2004 Nissan. They just saved $6,200.
What? $6,200 off?
Yeah, and gas for a year. Oh, wait, now he's singing happy birthday to Mr. Jeff. He just saved up to $3,500 on a great used vehicle because it's his birthday and all.
Okay, I can handle this as long as we're not matching down payments up to $3,000.
Oh, yeah, $3,000 on any new or used vehicle. All makes, all models. You know, Tyndale Nissan of Murray will do whatever it takes.
Oh.
And, Mark, we're giving tires for life with every purchase.
For life?
Yep, plus no payments for 90 days. Plus 0% financing OAC. Hello? Mark? Hello?
Whatever it takes to put you in a new or used vehicle this week. Tim Daly Nissan of Murray, 4528 South State. Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
We go to the 4th. Stingers and Chris Luchek now with a 2-0 lead. Jason Repko to lead things off. Takes the breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Repko fly to Shane Holder and right his first time up. Now Luchek ready with the 0-1. Repko shows bunt, takes a fastball strike on the outside corner, just under the letters, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. 2-0 Salt Lake here in the 4th as Luchek delivers the 0-2. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. Right-hand hitting Jason Repko. Pioneer League fans, you might remember him as an all-star shortstop for Great Falls in 1999. 2 pitches high, 2-2. Started this season at Jacksonville, Double-A, scored, or I should say hit 291 in 46 games, 6 homers and 19 RBI before joining Las Vegas. Now the 2-2. Swung on and pulled down the left field line, hooking, and it lands fair down by the Las Vegas bullpen and rolls into the corner. Repko on his way to second base with a leadoff double. That ball was hooking down the line, but just did land on the fair side of the stripe. So Repko with his 22nd double for Las Vegas. Brings up Cody Ross, who struck out swinging his first time up. Time now for a look ahead at the upcoming Stingers schedule, brought to you by University of Utah Football. The defending Mountain West Conference and Liberty Bowl champs play 6 home games, starting with Texas A&M and finishing with BYU. Season tickets are now available at 581-UTIX or online at UtahUtes.com. U of U football, you ain't seen nothing yet. First pitch to Ross on the way. Fastball inside at the belt, ball 1. 1-0 to count. Then tomorrow a series begins at Edmonton. Scott Dunn going for the Stingers at 8-4 against right-hander Wilton Chavez, 5-11 for the Trappers. Now Butchek ready, and the pitch to Ross. Swing and a miss at a ball, and the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 the count. Doubleheader on Thursday, 6:05 Mountain Time. Game 1, Steve Green for the Stingers, Young Song for Edmonton. Game 2 starters for both teams yet to be determined. Jake Woods will face Doug Sessions on Friday at 7:05. Now the 1-1 to Ross. Swung on and popped up. Shallow center, going out thrower. Gordon coming in, still coming in, still coming in. Racing hard, he makes the shoulder high grab for the out. Boyd Bryant had to come a long way for that ball, but he called out thrower early, and the ball just seemed not to get up that far. Gordon had to really run hard all the way in, but made the catch in stride for the first out. That'll bring up Luis Garcia, who singled to center field. His first at bat. Saturday night, a 7:05 start again in Edmonton, and then the series concludes with a 1:35 first pitch on Sunday. To wrap up the Stingers' final visit to Edmonton. So Repko at second, 1 out. Garcia the batter as Butchek delivers. A little bit outside, ball 1. And the Pacific Coast League, for the first time since 1981, will be without a Canadian-based Pacific Coast League team. Maybe earlier than that. We'll have to double check. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Garcia. Now Butchek ready, the 1-0. Garcia takes low for a ball, 2-0. Let's see, let me correct myself. The last time there was a Pacific Coast League without a Canadian-based team was 1977, when the league consisted of 8 teams: Phoenix, Salt Lake, Tucson, Albuquerque, Hawaii, Spokane, Tacoma, and San Jose. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Butchek's pitch. Swing, a pop foul, back over the roof and out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count on Luis Garcia. Runner at second base, 1 out. We're at top of the 4th. Stingers leading Las Vegas by a score of 2-0. Now Butchek stares in, gets his sign. The right-hander ready. The 2-1. Swing, a pop foul again. Back over the roof and out of play. The count remains 2-2. Garcia, including tonight, 2 hits and 6 at-bats against Butchek this year. Garcia, originally drafted by the Red Sox in '96 as a pitcher, spent 2 professional seasons as a pitcher before becoming a position player in 1998. 2-2 to Garcia, swinging a ground ball towards short. Sorensen to his left, has it and throws to first for the out. On the play, Repko goes to third. Zach had to go a long way to get to that ball, but got a good jump on it, ranging to his left to flag it down and throw out Garcia. So now Repko's at third with 2 down, and the batter will be John Barnes. Dropped to the head as Dallas McPherson went up on his tiptoes to grab a line drive off the bat of Barnes in the second inning. So 2 outs. Runner at third, the pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Outfield straight away with the infield back for Barnes. Now Buchek ready, the pitch. Breaking ball a little bit low. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Since leaving Salt Lake after the 2000 season, he actually stayed with Minnesota for the season at Edmonton in 2001. Colorado Springs in 2002. Nashville last year, and now Las Vegas this year. There's a strike on the outside corner. These 2-1. John pretty much figures he'll have to go chopping himself around again this winter. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball outside at the knees. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. So Las Vegas is actually the 5th stop on the PCL Tour for John Barnes. 3 balls, 1 strike. Buchek from the belt ready. The kick and the pitch. Breaking ball high and away. Ball 4. That's the second walk issued by Buchek. And now Las Vegas has runners at the corners with 2 out. And batter will be Rick Bell, who walked his first time up. Stingers leading by a score of 2-0. Only 2 runs in the bottom of the third, but Las Vegas threatening in the very next half inning here in the top of the 4th. Repko, the runner at third. Barnes on at first with 2 out. Now Buchek ready, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike. In above the knees, right over the heart of the plate. The count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Bell 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts against Buchek this year. Now the 0-1 from Chris. Started after it, held up on the slide. They appeal, no swing, says first base umpire Greg Chittenden. And the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Stingers. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Las Vegas. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bell, part of the famous Bell baseball family that started with grandfather Gus in the Cincinnati Reds. 1-1 pitch on the way, and it's a breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Of course, Buddy Bell, third baseman with both the Texas Rangers and the Cleveland Indians. Has a brother David in the major leagues. He's been able to hit over the years. Defensive problem. 170 errors in his first 7 years of professional baseball heading into this year. 2-1 pitch on the way, and it's an 8 for a strike, and it's 2-2. He's committed 15 this year for Las Vegas. Product of Moeller High School, the same high school that produced Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Stingers leading 2-0 here in the 4th. The deuces are wild as the pitch comes home from Chris Buchek. A little bit high, ball 3. Fills the count at 3-2, so Barnes will automatically be on the move with the pitch over at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Buchek ready, the payoff pitch. Barnes goes. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Gregorio for the strikeout on a slider. And that retires the side. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Stingers 2, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, this is Dale Shanzi from Totally Awesome Computers. And computers, it's very important that you get good service with it. So I was going to show you how pathetic Dell support is by calling them live on the air to give you a demonstration, but there's no way I've been able to get a hold of them in the time it takes to make this commercial. So let me just call a Totally Awesome Computer store and show you how service is supposed to be done, where you have real people answer the phone. Check this out. This is a real call.
Totally Awesome Computers, the same. We can do anything because we love you. How may I help you?
Hi there. Hey, do you guys cover viruses under your warranty?
We sure do. We'll take care of that for you.
Really? What if I don't want to do anything and I don't want to download stuff? Can I just bring it to you and have you just take care of it for me?
Oh, we'd love to do that for you.
What's that cost?
It's free. It's no charge. It's under warranty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Can you see the difference? At Totally Awesome Computers, we actually have service.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City.
Lots of great slow the crowd down the hill.
This is ESPN Radio AM 1230.
Play a buck for the left hand.
The worldwide leader in sports. On Citadel Broadcasting Station. AM.
By a score of 2-0. It'll be Dallas McPherson, Shane Holder, and Alex Pelaez, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. To face right-hand Mark Johnson. 2-0 Stingers on the strength of a 2-run homer by Zach Sorensen. First pitch to McPherson, up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Dallas lined hard for the second baseman, Joe Thurston, his first time up. Now Johnson's 1-0 delivery. Off speed and over at the knees for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Now Johnson into his wind, 1-1. Fastball inside at the belt, 2-1. Time now to find out what else has happened on this date in baseball history. Brought to you by Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Just 20 minutes from the ballpark. Visit Stedman's where you deal with the owner, not a salesman. 2-1 to McPherson. Swing and a miss out in front of an off-speed pitch. And the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield straight away for Dallas as Johnson deals. Bounces that one in front of home plate. 3-2 the count on McPherson on this date in 2001. The Rockies beat the Mets 10-0 in Jason Jennings' Major League debut. A 5-hit shutout. He had 3 hits himself, including a home run. We'll give you the significance of that in just a moment as Mark Johnson delivers the 3-2 payoff pitch. Line hard and 1 hop. Flag down by Thurston on a high hop. Sips and throws to first for the out. A smash off the bat of McPherson. Took a bounce about 15, 20 feet in front of the second baseman, and it came up high on him, but they're able to make the play for the out. 1 away, that'll bring up Shane Holder, who grounded out to short. The shutout and the home run for Jason Jennings at his Major League debut, the first pitcher since 1900 to hurl both the shutout and hit a home run in his first Major League game. Pitch high and inside to Halter. That's ball 1. 1-0 the count. Now pitch. Line drive down the left field line, but hooking foul as it bounces off the Las Vegas bullpen mound. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. On this date in 1993, the Brewers beat Oakland 7-6 in 12 innings. As at that point, a future buzzman, Kevin Reimer for Milwaukee, went 6 for 6. Holder swings at the 1-1 and lifts it high into the night sky and right. Cody Ross in front of the track now comes in a step to make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Alex Pelaez, who flied out to left field his first time up. On this date in 1991, Mariners pitcher Rob Murphy sets what's believed to be a Major League record by appearing in his 121st straight game without a win. 2 out, nobody on base for Pelaez. There's a breaking ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Alex. Stingers leading 2-0 here in the fourth. On the pitch. Strike. Get it to knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Elias awaits the pitch. Swing and a foul on a fastball. 1-2. That one heading back into the stream. One ball, 2 strikes to count on Pelaez. On this date in 1975, Lou Brock steals his 800th base of his career. The Cardinals beat the Braves 6-2. Now the 1-2. Elias swings and fouls another one back into the stream. It remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. On this date in 1971, Ernie Banks hits his 512th and final home run at Wrigley Field. Moving past Mel Ott to an 8th-place tie with Eddie Matthews on the all-time home run list. Elias reaches out, lifts it in the air towards left. Stanley going back to the warning track at the wall, leaps, and it is gone! A home run for Alex Pelaez, and the Stingers lead it 3-0. Stanley appeared to have it all the way, it seemed like, but he kept moving back, eventually got to the wall, jumped as high as he could, but could not bring it back. And so Pelaez with his 7th home run of the year, Alex's 55th run batted in, and the Stingers lead it by a score of 3-0. And that's another Mountain America home equity home run. 2 outs and nobody out. That'll bring up Brian Gordon, who fled to right his first time up. Takes a changeup outside of the knees. Ball 1. Mark Johnson's given up 16 home runs this year. 5 of them have been by the Stingers as Gordon slices one foul out of play down the left field line. That evens the count at 1-1. He gave up 3 in his start on July 11th at Cashman Field. Now Johnson's 1-1. Full foul out of play down the right field side, 1-2. Johnson lost to the Stingers here on June 25th, giving up 8 runs, all earned on 10 hits and 4 2/3 innings. Gave up 7 runs, all earned on 11 hits and 6 innings for a loss against the Stingers on July 11th in Las Vegas. The 1-2 to Gordon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 1 run, 1 hit. A home run by Alex Pelaez. Nobody left on base as we head to the 5th. It's the Stingers 3, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, what can I do for you today?
I came to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
I'm thinking of seeing another Chevy dealership.
Oh.
I've always been happy here at Gus Paula's.
Did we do something wrong?
No, of course not. It's just that, well, this other place is advertising a big rebate on a new truck, and I don't want to go. I love you guys. Your service is the best, and Gus is so easy to deal with. This is the worst day of my life.
Sir,
Yeah.
the rebate the dealership is offering, we can match it.
You can?
Mm-hmm. Any rebates or incentives they offer, we offer.
So I can stay with Gus and still save money?
Yes, you can.
Oh, man, can I have a hug?
No, you can't. But I will get you a tissue.
For the best deals on an American Revolution of Chevy cars and trucks, all you have to do is look down. Way down.
Sorry, I almost got emotional there.
Almost?
I was holding back a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I used to coach football.
I see.
Gus Paula's Chevrolet. With Gus, anything is possible.
We move along to the 5th inning now here at Franklin Covey Field. Stingers out in front of Las Vegas 3-0. Chris Buchek will face the bottom third of the Las Vegas order. Henri Stanley, Joe Thurston, Ryan Kellner. Our 5th inning will the game reset of the Stingers defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Adam Riggs in left, Brian Gordon at center, Shane Halder in right, Dallas McPherson at third, Zach Sorensen at short, Jake Grower at second, and Casey Kotzman at first. The battery of Chris Buchek pitching, and Tom Gregorio catching. First pitch to Stanley, outside ball one. Stanley bounced into an inning-ending 3-6-1 double plays last time up. Now the pitch, swing, and a fat ball and a foul into the glove. And the catcher Gregorio for his strike. 1-1 the count. 3-0 Stingers. They've out-hit Las Vegas 3-2. Buchek winds the 1-1. Fastball outside at the knees, 2-1. Cardinal reliever Julian Tavares was suspended 10 days today for applying a foreign substance to balls while pitching last week. Now the 2-1. Foul back over the roof and out of play, 2-2, as he was discovered to have pine tar in his cap. Interesting to note, Cardinal manager Tony La Russa said, quote, the incident that day seemed like a very minor thing, and I'm shocked that it would be worth 10 days. So we'll let the process take care of itself, and that's all I'm going to say. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Buchek into his windup for the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit but foul. Hit between the coach's box and the bag first. The count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tavares was ejected during the opener of a doubleheader last Friday against Pittsburgh after the umpiring crew chief, Joe West, inspected the pitcher's grimy hat. West said that Tavares and Russa as much admitted there was pine tar on the cap. Here's a high bouncer right side. Kotzman up with it. The backhand shovel to Buchek off his glove. And Stanley will be safe at first base. Kotzman going over. Stanley runs quickly. And Casey had to make a quick backhand shovel to Buchek. Looked like it was right there, and Chris will be charged with the error. So a runner at first base, nobody out for Las Vegas here in the 5th. And the batter will be Joe Thurston. Had they been able to convert that play, Buchek would have set a new franchise record. He tied it in the 2nd inning for most putouts by a pitcher in one season. Now the pitch on the way, swung on, grounded foul through the coach's box at first for strike one. Yes. One day I actually did sit down and tried to find out which pitcher had the most putouts in one season. No balls, 1 strike the count. Brian Cooper had 20 putouts in 2001. The putout in the 2nd inning was Buchek's 20th, tying Brian Cooper for the record. So no balls, 1 strike the count on Joe Thurston, as they've forgotten the H in Joe's name up on the scoreboard. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Fastball, high ball, 1-1 the count. Not nice to tell Thurston to get the H out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out. Swung on, lifted in there to center field. No problem for Brian Gordon, who's standing there waiting for it. And he'll make the catch for out number 1. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Ryan Kellner, who grounded out to short his first time up. Infield double play, depth still behind Buchek. Right-handed batter, straightaway stance. Chris ready in the pitch. Instead, the turn of the toss to first. Sam Stanley diving back into the bag. 1 on, 1 out. We're in the 5th. Singers leading 3-0. Buchek stares in at Gregorio for the sign. Now the right-hander's set, and the pitch to Kellner. Low for a ball, snap throw to first, and Stanley dives back in ahead of the tag of Kotzman. J.D. Drew of the Braves removed from the starting lineup for the Atlanta game tonight against Colorado. as he cut his head during batting practice. It's not immediately known as to exactly how the injury occurred. Drew was taken to Atlanta's Piedmont Hospital, where he received 2 staples to close the wound. 1-0 pitch. Kellner lifts it foul. First base side. Over the roof and out of play. And the count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. He returned to Turner Field by the 4th inning and is available to pinch hit in that game, which the Braves currently now lead 6-5 in the 7th, as Atlanta has rallied 4 runs in the 6th and 1 more in the 7th. 1 ball, 1 strike on Kellner. Boot check ready. Again, a toss to first. This time Stanley's back in, standing up. Angels and Royals just underway. No score in the first, but Kansas City mounting a threat against the former Stinger, John Lackey, in the first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike on the right-handed Kellner. The pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider, 1-2. Kellner, outstanding defensive catcher, but he has struggled at the plate. He's batting .193 coming into this game. And in his career coming into this season, he had just a lifetime .228 average with 29 more strikeouts than hits. So far this year, he has 15 more strikeouts than hits. Now the 1-2. Flying low and outside to the right-hand batter, and that evens the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kansas City right now has loaded the bases against Lackey with only 1 out at the top of the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kellner as Butchek delivers. There goes the runner. The pitch, swing and a miss for the strikeout. Throw to second, and they've got to strike him out, throw him out, double play, as Stanley slides right into the tag of the shortstop, Zach Sorensen. No runs, no hits. 1 error and nobody left on base. Halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder, it's the Stingers 3, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, this is Dan, the laptop man from PC Laptops. We're expanding, we're growing, and we're hiring like crazy. You want a great paying job with great benefits at a place that they love you? PC Laptops. We love you at PC Laptops. Are you enthusiastic? Honest? Do you love computers? Do you love technology? Do you love people? You got tons of energy? Well, come into any one of our PC Laptop locations and apply. We're hiring right now, expanding like crazy. Or call us at 568-9944. That's 568-9944. We're hiring salespeople, technicians, outgoing, enthusiastic people. So call us right now, 568-9944. Hey, and if you need a laptop computer, you know where to go. PC Laptops, home of the lifetime service guarantee. Because remember, at PC Laptops, we love you. Featuring Intel Centrino mobile technology.
We head to the bottom of the 5th here at Franklin Covey Field. Steve Poppy with you as the Stingers lead Las Vegas 3-0. It'll be Tom Gregorio, Zach Sorensen, and Jake Thrower due up to face right-hander Mark Johnson. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Las Vegas defensive alignment, courtesy of the Phone Directories Company. Henri Stanley in left, Jason Repko in center, Cody Ross in right, Rick Bell at third, Antonio Perez at short, Joe Thurston at second, and Luis Garcia at first. The battery, Mark Johnson pitching, and Ryan Kellner catching. Here's Tom Gregorio, lined a single in the left center field at first time up to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. As there's a pitch, low ball 1. I didn't think you could hit a triple, but Calvin Pickering just tripled off of John Lackey, scoring 3 runs to give Kansas City a 3-0 lead in the first at Anaheim. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. We run down of all the scores coming up in the top of the 6th. 2 balls, no strikes, the count on Gregorio. Swung on, grounded sharply toward short, fielded on the third hop by Perez. The throw a little high, but Garcia pulls it in for the out. 1 away, and that'll bring up Zach Sorensen if the Stingers ahead with a 2-run home run to right his first time up. Time now to find out who's hot and who's cold in the PCL. Brought to you by your Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. To keep cool this summer and warm next winter. Or the way things are going, keep warm this summer. Visit any of your Utah area Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. What's wrong with the thermostat right now for this weather we're having? There's a fastball in for a strike, 0-1. Adam Riggs with the longest active hitting streak in the league right now. 18 straight games, that ties for the 3rd longest in the PCL this year. Sorensen confused a changeup off the end of the bat, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Zach Sorensen with an 8-game hitting streak working. Casey Kochman has hit safely in 7 straight games. Now Johnson kicking at some dirt on top of the pitching rubber. No balls, 2 strikes. Now Johnson's pitch. Fastball high, 1-2. Team-wise, who's hot? Omaha's won 4 in a row. And 8 of 10. Oklahoma's won 3 straight. Tacoma's won 8 of 10. On the cold side, Fresno's lost 7 in a row and 9 of 10. There's a changeup just outside of the belt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Memphis has lost 3 in a row. Nashville's dropped 3 straight at 8 of 10. That's who's hot and who's cold. Brought to you by your Bryant Heating and Cooling dealers. Johnson ready, the 2-2 to Sorensen. Changeup is high, ball 3. So the count's gone 0-2 to 3-2. Full count to Sorensen, batting left-handed against the right-hander Johnson. The payoff pitch. Fastball high, he walked it. That's the second base on balls issued by Johnson. And a runner at first for the Stingers now with 1 out. That'll bring up Jake Thrower. Thrower has grounded to second and fly to right field. Oh, the infield now comes in to double play depth. Johnson on the mound, 6'3", 220. When he was in high school, he was recruited by Ohio State to maybe play safety for them, but opted for baseball at Hawaii instead. High and outside, ball 1. Obviously, a lot of prestige in playing football at Ohio State, but somehow the enticement of playing collegiate baseball in Hawaii was too much. And do you blame him? 1996 at Hawaii, his final year there, he was 12th among NCAA pitchers with 132 strikeouts and 119 innings pitched. 1-0 pitch to Thrower. Fastball just outside of the belt, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Columbus, Ohio in the winner. Honolulu in the winner. Well, that's a tough one. 2 balls, no strikes the count. Johnson ready, the pitch. Fastball striking under the letters, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the Stingers at Edmonton tomorrow is 7:05. Scheduled first pitch will be on the air at 6:45. They're crossing our fingers. It's going to be very interesting as Salt Lake, of course, leaving from here, Edmonton leaving from Tucson, and they both connected to the same flight in Denver. It's a lot of equipment on a small plane. The odds are very good that it's all going to make it. 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Thrower. An even greater odds that anybody's personal luggage is going to make it on that flight. 2-1 the count on Thrower. Hopefully, though, it'll be less eventful than the last time the Stingers flew to Edmonton with that cracked, I should say, windshield. 2-1 pitch, fastball outside of the knees. 3-1 the count on Thrower with Adam Riggs due next. Stingers were supposed to land in Edmonton about 2:15 and eventually did about 6 hours later. Got to the ballpark at 9, started at 9:50 and played 4 innings. There goes Sorensen. The pitch is grounded foul outside the coach's box at first, and the count is full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Sorensen over at first. He is the team's base stealing leader with 17. He's been thrown out just 4 times. Johnson peers in, gets his sign from the catcher, Kellner. The 3-2 payoff hits the thrower. Sorensen goes again, and it's grounded through the right side and into right field, a base hit. Zach will take the turn at second and head for third. And the Stingers have runners at the corners with 1 out. That is the 4th hit of the ball game for Salt Lake. So the Stingers with runners at first and third. 1 out for Adam Riggs. Called out on strikes in the first. Flied out to center field in the third. Riggs still looking for that hit to extend his hitting streak to 19. His 18-game streak, 6 shy of the franchise record, set it by Nathan Haynes a couple of years ago. So Sorensen at third, thrower at first with 1 out. In the infield at double play depth. Now Johnson set from the belt, ready to pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Riggs came into this ball game with a .635 slugging percentage. That's total bases divided by at bats. If the season were to end at .635, it would be a franchise record. The highest slugging percentage, the record set by Jose Hernandez in 2001 at .627. Riggs hit 27 home runs right now, 5 shy of the franchise record, set in 1997 by Chad Rupp. 1 ball to count on Riggs. The pitch swung on, floated down the right field line, slicing towards the seats and out of play. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Roar of the crowd indicating a pretty good catch made down the line there. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Adam. Spent 4 years at AAA in the Dodgers organization with Albuquerque. Activity now in the bullpen is right-hander Roy Smith starts the throw for Las Vegas. The 1-1 to Riggs. Swung on, lifted in the air towards right, towards the corner. Ross going back, makes the catch in front of the gate. Tagging at third is Sorensen. He will score. Holding at first base is thrower on the sacrifice fly by Adam Riggs as he drives in his team-leading 87th run of the season. So 2 outs, 87 RBI for the time being, ties him for 6th in the league with Matt Watson of Sacramento. So 2 outs, a runner at first base for Casey Kotzman, who's walked and grounded to second. Two outs, the infield back, the outfield, maybe a step around towards right for Casey. Time call is after Ryan Kellner wipes his hand in the chalk on the outside stripe of the right-handed hitter's batter's box. The pitch to Kotzman. Fastball strike. Outside corner knee high, and the count's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Not much of a breeze all night long. Old Glory flapping a little bit out of the flagpole and left. Now the 1-strike pitch. Kotzman swings and pops it foul. The left of home plate onto the roof, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Again, just 4 home dates left on the schedule against Tucson next week, Monday through Thursday. Monday, the final family night of the year. Mom, Dad, and all the kids in the immediate household get into General Reserve seating together for just $10, up to a total of $7. The 0-2. Kochman takes strike 3 called on the inside corner at the knees, and Kochman spins around in disbelief. But the Stingers get a run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 runner left stranded. After 5 complete, it's now the Stingers 4 and Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM. Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key is in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT-PRO. That's 877-DENT-PRO. Dent Pro Colors, automotive excellence.
When's the last time you got a bonus, just like that? Well, a $2,000 bonus is waiting for you at Stedman's Recreation in Tooele, because between now and the end of August, you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks for the purchase of a 2003 Honda BTZ 1800 motorcycle. You can use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. And right now, you can ride out with a Honda BTX 1800 motorcycle with 3.9% fixed APR for up to 3 years and 0 down payment upon approved credit through American Honda Finance Corporation. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele and use your $2,000 in bonus bucks on parts or accessories. With your new gear, you're going to be cruising the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Financing available to qualified buyers through July 31st, 2004. Payment example, 36 monthly payments of $29.48 for each $1,000 finance. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Antonio Perez, Jason Repko, Cody Ross due up. The top of the order for Las Vegas here in the 6th. Stingers out in front by a score of 4-0. Antonio Perez is twice flied out to Shane Holder in right field. He goes Shane's direction this time, but it slices foul into the seats out of play for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Stingers. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Las Vegas. Chris Buchek ready to go. His 1 strike delivery. Up high, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Time now to find out what else is happening under the lights tonight at the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting and the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. The 1 to Perez. Fastball high, 2-1. Beautiful half moon shining above the right field corner here at Franklin Covey Field. They're underway at Portland. Tacoma leading the Beavers 1-0 after 1. 2-1 fastball high and tight as Perez hits the deck to get out of the way. 3-1 the count on Perez. And again, Tacoma starting tonight with a 1.5 game lead over the Beavers after their win last night. Now the 3-1 pitch to Perez, low and outside for ball 4. That is the 3rd walk issued by Buchek, and it's the 3rd inning in a row now. Las Vegas has been able to get their leadoff man on base. Brings up Jason Repko, who's 1 for 2. Doubled his last time up. Tucson leads Edmonton 1-0 after 1. Tucson Electric Park after 1 in Fresno. The Grizzlies in Sacramento are scoreless. Buchek delivers, and Repko takes down the middle above the knees for strike 0-1. In the 6th at Colorado Springs, the Sky Sox lead Albuquerque 1-0. In the 7th at Memphis, the Redbirds lead Omaha 5-2. Memphis scoring all 5 of their runs in the bottom of the 4th. On the 0-1. Swinging a foul. Bouncing off the mask of the catcher Gregorio, and the count's 0-2. In the 8th at Nashville, the Sounds trail Oklahoma 1-0. And in the 9th at New Orleans, the Zephyrs lead Iowa 4-2. Check out the Major League board here in just a moment. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Repko. Buchek from the stretch ready, and the 0-2 pitch. Tried to hold up on a slider, couldn't do it. That's a strikeout for Chris Buchek, and it's his 4th of the game. 1 down here in the 6th. Brings up Cody Ross, the right fielder. He's 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the 1st. Flied out to center in the 4th. In the American League, Minnesota once led Texas 3-0. The Rangers with 2 in the 7th and 1 in the 8th. Still batting, tying the Twins at 3-3. Buchek ready. The first pitch to Ross. Low, ball 1. After 1 in Anaheim. Kansas City leads the Angels by a score of 3-1. Calvin Pickering just up over the weekend from Omaha to Kansas City with a 3-run triple in the top of the 1st. Baltimore batting in the top of the 2nd. They've scored a run, but they trail Mark Mulder and the A's 4-1. Jermaine Dye with his 20th home run of the year for Oakland. Tampa Bay leads at Seattle 3-0 in the 2nd. Tino Martinez with his 20th home run for the Devil Rays. 1 ball to count on Ross as Buchek comes set. The pitch a little bit low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Red Sox come from a 3-0 deficit to defeat Toronto 5-4. Tim Wakefield gets the win. He's now 10-7. The Yankees get a run in the 9th to edge the Indians at Cleveland 5-4. Now Buchek, the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball that gets through the hole into left field for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Perez, and the 51s now have runners at first and second with 1 out. That is just the 3rd hit for Las Vegas in the ball game. Now here's Luis Garcia, who has singled and grounded out in 2 plate appearances. The White Sox defeated Detroit 9-5. They trailed 4-1 before grabbing the lead with a 4-run 5th. They added 3 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th. Over in the National League. We'll get the updates for you here in just a moment. But first, Buchek's pitch to Garcia on the way. Low and inside the right-hand batter. Ball 1 as the Stingers infield to double play depth. And now the rain delay at Wrigley in the 7th. It's an official ball game after 6.5. The Cubs lead the Brewers 12-4. Chicago has 4 home runs, 2 of them by Moises Alou. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Garcia. The pitch. Liner just a little bit low, 2-0. Reds get a run at the bottom of the 10th to defeat St. Louis 4-3. Bottom of the 8th at Atlanta, the Braves over the Rockies 6-5. Julian Tavares suspended for 10 games by the Cardinals, appealing that suspension. Took the loss for St. Louis tonight. 2-0 to Garcia. Fastball inside, ball 3. 3-0 the count, and a wide one would load the bases. Pittsburgh topped Arizona 3-1. Dodgers crushed the Expos 10-2. Bring the game open with an 8-run 5th inning. Adrian Beltre, the first in the big leagues to reach 40 home runs. 3-0 pitch to Garcia. Down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Florida pounds San Francisco 9-1. San Diego beat the Mets 3-1, and Houston defeated Philadelphia 4-2, breaking a 2-all tie with 2 runs in the 8th. 3-1 pitch to Garcia. Lifted in the air down the right field line. Halter on the run behind the bullpen, won't have room as that one lands 3 rows deep. So now the count on Garcia is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Roy Oswalt, the winner for Houston. He's now 14-9 on the year. What's been obviously a very disappointing year for the Houston Astros. Runners at first and second for Las Vegas. One out, top of the fourth. Stingers leading 4-0. A 3-ball, 2-strike count on Luis Garcia. Buchek right. Here's the payoff pitch. Swinging a ground ball deflected by Buchek to the shortstop Sorensen, who steps on second and throws to first for the double play. That'll go 1-6-3. That was one occasion where the deflection paid off. If Buchek doesn't get mid on it, that ball may get through up the middle. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Stingers 4, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
Connected Wireless is growing to better serve you with their new Provo Town Center store. Connected Wireless doesn't just sell one-of-a-kind wireless services like most wireless companies. Connected Wireless is your one-stop wire source. They'll fix you up with the right plan and the right service from Sprint, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Plus, Connected Wireless has all the latest and hard-to-find accessories. Connected Wireless will beat any deal, even internet deals. Call 205-FREE or look in the yellow pages to find one of 7 Connected Wireless locations. Get connected, stay connected with Connected Wireless.
Right-hander Roy Smith comes on as manager Terry Kennedy for Las Vegas makes his Connected Wireless call to the bullpen. Get connected, stay connected with Connected Wireless. For more information, call 205-FREE and find out the location nearest you. Here's Dallas McPherson, who's lined to second and grounded to second. 2 hard-hit balls. Smith, the sidewinding right-hander, delivers a fastball. Swung at and missed a strike, and it's 0-1 for Smith. His 26th appearance of the year for Las Vegas, his 23rd out of the bullpen. Big 6'6", 230-pound side-arming right-hander. Delivers at a fastball and a foul into the glove of the catcher Keller, and the count's 0-2. Smith is 0-3 with a 6.69 ERA. The PCL batted .368 against the former Sacramento River Cat. The 0-2 pulled on the ground foul to the coach's box at first base. Smith making his 3rd appearance against Salt Lake. He actually began the year with St. Paul, the Independent Northern League. In 4 innings against the Stingers, he's allowed 5 hits, but only 1 run, with 6 strikeouts and 1 walk. The 0-2, swing and a miss to the fastball. He struck him out. 1 away here in the 6th. Strikeout number 4 for Las Vegas pitching. Shane Halter, the batter. He's grounded to short and fly to right. The final line on Mark Johnson. 5 innings of work, 4 hits allowed. 4 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. First pitch way outside to Halter, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bill Johnson's best start against the Stingers this year. There's a pitch, lifted in the air to deep center field. Drifting back is Repko, now pulls up shy of the track, comes in 2 steps, and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Alex Pelaez, who's 1 for 2. Lifted a solo homer just over the barrier in left field. His last time up for his 7th home run of the year, equaling his season total from a year ago. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch is a fastball in at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. Now the pitch. Curveball low and inside of the right-hand batter. And that evens the count at 1-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Stingers. 4 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Las Vegas. The 1-1. Pelaez. Swing and a miss. The strike 1 and 2. Smith. Last year, 7-4 with 3 saves for Sacramento. Signed as a free agent by the Dodgers on May 31st. Low breaking curveball, low and outside, 2-2 the count. Originally drafted out of high school in Florida by the Seattle Mariners. The 13th round of 1994. 2-2 to Pelaez. Swing and a chopper over the mound. Back to second and through into center field. A base hit. So Alex has his second hit of the ball game. That's his 23rd multiple hit game of the season. So the Stingers have a runner at first with 2 outs. Here's Brian Gordon, who's 0 for 2. He's flied right and struck out swinging. Well, the semifinal games are played today in the Olympic baseball tournament. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Kellner. Chris Hochspring of the Portland Beavers through 6 2/3 scoreless innings, striking out 5. Allowing 5 hits in Australia's 1-0 win over Japan. Here's Gordon lifting one in the air to left field. Towards the line, Henry Stanley now coming in. And he'll grab it for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the 7th with the score. The Stingers 4, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with base and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come in any Upper Limit location and look for the clearance zone sign and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State and Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key is in cars. If your bumper's scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where Dent Pro Colors comes along. Dent Pro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENT PRO. That's 877-DENT PRO. Dent Pro Colors, automotive excellence.
All right, we go to the 7th inning. John Barnes, Rick Bell, Henry Stanley, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. In a Las Vegas lineup to face right-hander Chris Buchek, who's allowed 3 hits, no runs. He has struck out 4 and walked 3 through 6 innings. First pitch on the way, and Barnes, it's a soft liner, caught by the second baseman thrower, reaching up over his cap to put it away for out for 1. Brings up Rick Bell, who's walked and struck out swinging in 2 plate appearances. Again, Australia beat Japan 1-0. Again, Portland's Chris Hochspring the winner. Former Tacoma Rainier Jeff Williams pitched the final 2 1/3 innings of relief. Not allow a hit. Pitch is high for a ball. Former big leaguer David Nilsson 0 for 2 with a pair of walks for Australia. Will now face Cuba in tomorrow's gold medal game. Pitch to Bell on the way. Low ball 2. Canada led Cuba 3-2 going into the 8th, but the Cubans scored 6. Canada got 2 more back, but lost 8-5 to Cuba. In that game, former Memphis Redbird Stubby Clapp went 1 for 5. 2-0 pitch to Bell, and he pops it up. Out of the short center field, the shortstop Sorensen, the second baseman thrower. It'll be the shortstop Sorensen with the call and the catch for out number 2. Bell retired. That'll bring up Henry Stanley, who's 0 for 2, reaching on an error by the pitcher Buchek. Former Tucson Sidewinder. Danny Clausen 0 for 2, 3 walks. Former Buzz fan Ryan Ratmanovich went 1 for 4 with a home run for Canada, which will now play Japan for the bronze medal. Both medal games set for tomorrow in Athens. Kind of fun to follow not the team results as much as the PCL and former PCL players. See how they're doing. The pitch fouled back for a strike, 0-1. No fun right now for Jason Giambi. His comeback has been slowed by a respiratory infection. 0-1 pitch, low and outside of ball, 1-1. No timetable now for Giambi to resume taking batting practice. 1 ball, 1 strike as Butchek delivers. Stanley swings and lifts it into deep left center field. Gordon a long run, still going back, but shy of the track makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down go Las Vegas in the 7th. It's 7th inning stretch time. Brought to you by Upper Limit Fitness. Now with 3 locations, Salt Lake, Orem, and Layton. Upper Limit Fitness will help you stretch a little further. After 6.5, it's the Stingers 4, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associate food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its immense customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family products. For your family, only the best.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Stingers leading Las Vegas 4-0. Tom Gregorio, Zach Sorensen, and Dick Thrower due up to face right-hander Roy Smith, who begins his 2nd inning of relief. First pitch is in for strike to Gregorio, and the count's 0-1. Tom singled to center in the 3rd, bounced out to short in the 5th. Next pitch hit at the knees for a strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Be on the lookout for the Geico Insurance run of the game. First time the Stingers extend a lead after the 5th inning. That's the Geico Insurance run. The 0-2 to Gregorio, swinging a ground ball towards the hole at short, headed by Perez to short left. The long throw, targeted in time for the out. Fine play by Antonio Perez, deep in the hole to his right. A 1 out. Here's Sorensen, a 2-run homer in the 3rd. He walked and scored in the 5th. Rex Olson, your local Geico rep, will donate $10 to the Air Force Fund for every Geico Insurance run of the game. There have been 38 so far this year, making the total donation $380. First pitch fastball, and it's an knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count on Zach. Had a fine season after coming over from the Indians organization. Pitch outside ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Back now with an 8-game hitting streak. Pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake Thrower due next. Pitch Swung on and sliced down the left field line towards the Las Vegas bullpen and out of the reach of the sliding Henri Stanley. Good effort, though, by the Las Vegas left fielder. 1-2, the count remains on Sorensen. 4-0 Stingers. They scored 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. One and two, the count on Sorensen as Stanley gets back to his position in left field. Now Smith ready, the pitch. Bringing a foul back out of play onto the. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stingers 4, Las Vegas nothing. We're in the 7th. Pitch, breaking ball low and inside as Sorensen skips rope to get out of the way. Andy Pettit for the Astros had surgery today to repair a torn flexor tendon in his left elbow. The surgery performed by the famed surgeon, Dr. James Andrews. There's a pitch high for a ball. The count on Sorensen's full, 3-2. Say he will be full strength by spring training. 3-2 payoff pitch is a fastball high, and Sorensen draws his second walk of the game. First issued by Roy Smith. And so with 1 on and 1 out, the batter will be Jake Thrower. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit to right his last time up, as the left-hander now is up. Troy Brohan in the Las Vegas bullpen. A 1 on, 1 out for the Stingers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Salt Lake out in front by a score of 4-0. The pitch. Fastball with it, an easy strike. 0-1. Sorensen bluffed going at first base, throwing Kellner out of his crouch behind home plate after he caught the pitch from Smith. 0-1 the count on Jake. Infield. Double play depth behind Smith as the 0-1 comes home. A fastball outside at the knee. 1-1. Dodger right-hander Brad Penny is eligible to come off the 15-day disabled list, but he probably won't be pitching for quite some time after he strained a right bicep muscle on August 8th against the Phillies, and at the time was expected to miss only 1 start. 1-1 to Thrower, lifted high and deep, well foul down the right field side. Right size, wrong shape for Jake Thrower, and the count's 1-2. Physical therapist for the Dodgers says that he couldn't give a timetable on Penny's return because this is considered an unusual injury. It takes several weeks at the earliest. 1-2 pitch, fastball outside, 2-2. And again, Sorensen bluffed to move over at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Thrower with Adam Riggs due next. Now Smith ready with the 2-2. Low and outside, fills the count at 3-2. Thrower out of the box, now back in. Sorensen lengthening his lead. He goes. The pitch is popped up back at third. Into foul ground. Bell makes the catch. And hustling back to first is Sorensen. So 2 down now. The batter will be Adam Riggs. This could very well be Adam's last shot at extending his hitting streak to 19 games. He's 0 for 2, but he did drive in a run with a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. 2 outs, a runner at first base. This pitch to Riggs, lifted in the air down the right field line. Ross boards the corner, that ball's up there, it's out there, and it is gone! Just over the short porch in right field, an opposite field home run for Adam Riggs. The hitting streak's alive, and the Stingers lead it 6-0. A slicing fly ball, and again, just 3:15 down that right field line, and it sliced in over the gate. And so Adam Riggs, with his 28th home run of the year, gives the Stingers a 6-0 lead. And Terry Kennedy, the manager of Las Vegas, makes his way to the mound. With a couple of lefties and Kochman and McPherson's coming up. That's going to be all for Roy Smith. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this. 1 minute timeout for a connected wireless call to the bullpen after this on ESPN 1230.
On the red eye, please. You can judge a book by its cover. Why don't you check every page? We got what you need. You can judge a book by its cover.
When are Yellow Pages more than just Yellow Pages? When they're filled with money-saving coupons, menus to local restaurants, useful tips to help you plan weddings, recreation guides for skiing, scuba diving, golf, and just about everything else that's fun to do. Where do you find all of this? In any of the beautiful books, or should I say area information guides, published by Phone Directories Company. You know, the books with the beautiful covers. Now, the latest editions have just been delivered, so use those coupons in the back of the book. You'll save money. And if you're a business owner, there's no better way to attract new customers and do it affordably. And if you've never advertised with us before, give us a call at 800-443-0801. Ask about our special offers. That's 800-443-0801. Remember, you can judge a book by its cover.
KJQS Murray, Salt Lake City. This is ESPN Radio AM 1230. And he throws deep. Worldwide leader in sports. A Citadel Broadcasting Station.
Left-hander Troy Brohan delivers ball one to Casey Kochman. Brohan coming on for his league-leading 67th appearance. He's 6-5 with 5 saves and a 5.51 earned run average. A 1-0 to Kochman. Back swing on a breaking ball. He went around and the count's 1-1. That home run for Adam Rich is 28th of the year, and that ties for 5th most home runs in a single season in franchise history. Pitch misses low and outside for a ball. 2-1. Todd Walker hit 28 in 1996. Ryan Radmanovich 28 in 1997, and Scott Morgan hit 28 during the 2001 season. Kochman takes low and outside for a ball, and it's 3-1. Next in line at 29, Bernardo Brito in 1994, but he hit 29 homers, drove in 122 runs, and he did it missing 6 weeks in the season due to a broken left wrist. Kochman takes inside, and that's ball 4. So Kochman aboard with a 2-out walk, and the batter will be Dallas McPherson. Jeff Nelson, the big league pitcher, now pitching for Calgary. He hit Brito on the left wrist with a pitch. Again, Bernardo missed 6 weeks, still hit 29 homers, and his 122 RBI still far and away at the franchise record. The next closest, Jose Fernandez in 2001 with 114. Riggs now with 89 RBI as the pitch is high, ball 1. At 89 runs batted in, he moves into 6th in the league in that department. Now the 1-0 pitch to Dallas. Swinging a bouncing ball towards first. Fair ball. Stepped on the bag by Garcia as he fielded it one step away, and that'll do it for the Stingers in the 7th. 2 runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1. We go to the 8th. It's now the Stingers 6, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Forster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that is flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments, or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at altamortgage.com. We are here to help you.
If you need car insurance, your local Geico Direct Insurance professional is here for you. There are definite advantages to having a local insurance representative. You can't beat the service, and it's nice to know a real live person is around to answer your questions. That's why Geico Direct has a local office in Layton, staffed with professionals who know the insurance business as well as they know the neighborhood. Call your Geico professional today. No matter what you need, you can be sure it will be well done. Call 298-9336. That's 298-9336, right here in Layton.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. Stingers out in front by a score of 6-0. Joe Thurston, Ryan Kellner, Antonio Perez, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters do in the Las Vegas order against Chris Buchek. First pitch, Thurston lining one, caught on the backhand side at second by Tate Thrower. One pitch, one out. That'll bring up Ryan Kellner, who's 0 for 2. He is grounded to short and struck out swinging into an inning-ending double play. Stingers defensively have been able to turn 3 double plays in the ball game. So 1 out, nobody on base. As Buchek deals. Low ball 1. 1-0 the count. We're at the top of the 8th. 6-0 Salt Lake. A 1-0 to Kellner. Fastball down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That home run by Riggs, also his 69th extra base hit of the year. That leads the Pacific Coast League. 1-1 pitch to Kellner. Swinging a ground ball towards second. Thrower to his left. Gobbles it up. Sidearms it to first, and there's 2 away here in the 8th inning. The 2 up, 2 down. At the top of the order now, and Antonio Perez, who's twice wide to right field, and he's also drawn a base on balls. 2 out, nobody on base here in the 8th. The pitch, swing and a smash. Now outside the bag at third. Chris, for the most part, been able to keep his pitches to a minimum. Only threw 6 pitches in the 3rd inning. Only 7 pitches in the 7th. And he's about to deliver his 6th pitch of the 8th inning with 2 outs. The 0-1. Down low, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now Buchek delivers the 1-1. Low for a ball. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Buchek, the pick and the pitch. Fastball high, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Perez with Jason Repko due next. Infield back, the outfield straight away for the 3-1. Swing and a miss and a fastball, and it fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the right-hand batting Perez. With 248 at 48 big league games for Tampa Bay last year. There's a pitch inside Fini's ball 4. That's the 4th walk issued by Buchek. The 2nd he's issued to Perez. So 1 on, 2 out for Jason Repko. 1 for 3, fly to right of the 1st, doubled in the 4th to lead off the inning. Advanced as far as 3rd, but was stranded there. And he struck out swinging in the 6th. A runner at first base, 2 outs. Buchek pitch to Repko. It's high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Stingers baseball brought to you in part by Jake's Up Top. It's the season for fresh berry shakes at Jake's Over the Top. They're now serving fresh strawberry and Bear Lake raspberry shakes. Cool off with a great shake today, because at Jake's, they don't stop at the top. Don't worry, folks. Summer will come back. Just taking a little hiatus right now. 1 ball, no strikes. Not that there'll be any summer when we head to Edmonton tomorrow. 1-0 pitch to Repko. Swing and a fastball and a foul straight back. Evens the count at 1-1. The right-hand batter. Repko born in East Chicago, Indiana, not far away from LaPorte, where Buchek was born. Now the 1-1. Long on and popped up. Hit back to first. Jake Thrower, the second baseman, coming over and in fair territory makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, and one runner was left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Stingers 6, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
If you're looking for some great brew, hey, go to first and get it hot. Taco Maker has the best brew. Hey, go, you know you get a lot. Hey!
Discover the fresh taste of the Taco Maker. We fry our own taco shells and tortilla chips daily to make them crispy fresh. Our homemade salsas and sauces are the talk of the town. And our refried beans are made from scratch every morning. We use real ground beef and marinate tasty all-white meat chicken with our own marinade recipe. We're keeping it real with real Monterey cheddar cheeses. Hey, son, you got a taste of the Taco Maker.
Get it fresh and get it hot. We know you'll get a lot. Hey!
Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Taco Maker Burrito Babies. Wow! I said it 3 times. That's because you get 3 crisp bean burrito babies in every order for only $1.89. Or make it a combo meal and add hot tater hams or an ice cold 32-ounce drink for only $3.99.
Taco Maker! Taco Maker! Fresh and get it hot. Make it fresh.
Baseball is full of colors. The Reds, the White Sox, the big green monster. No sport has more to do with color than baseball. The other place color is key is in cars. If your bumper is scratched, dented, or torn, it takes away from its value. That's where DenPro Colors comes along. DenPro Colors offers on-site service. They have the latest technology in color matching, and they guarantee their work. So call 877-DENPRO. That's 877-DENPRO. DenPro Colors. Automotive excellence.
Troy Brohan delivers the first pitch to the bottom of the 8th to Shane Halter, and he misses outside for ball 1. Halter 0 for 3 on the night and needed a hit here to extend his hitting streak to 7 games. 1-0 pitch, and it popped up into right field. Cody Ross, the right fielder, camped underneath it, and he'll put the squeeze out for out number 1. Halter retired, 1 away. They'll bring up Alex Pelaez. Had a nice night that had a homer, a single. 2 for 3 in the ball game. 7th homer and his 55th run batted. And we mentioned he equaled his home run total from a year ago, but the RBI gives him 6 more than last season. One out, base is empty. Brohan's pitch. Down the middle for his strike, 0-1. We mentioned Brohan leads the league in appearances with 67, but to put it in perspective, next on the list is Brad Klotz of Oklahoma with just 55. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Looking ahead to the ninth, it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Cody Ross, Luis Garcia, and John Barnes due up for Las Vegas. 2 down low, and that evens the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rohan set the pitch. Fastball outside at the knees, 2-2 the count. Rohan, 6'1", 190. In his 11th professional season. Now the pitch just outside of the knees again, almost the same spot as the previous offer. Now the count on outs is full at 3-2. Rohan ready. 3-2 payoff pitch. Pelaez reaches out and lifts it in the air towards right. Cody Ross coming in and over towards the line, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the Stingers' 8th. That'll bring up Brian Gordon, who's 0 for 3. Wide out to left field his last time up. Two outs. Pitch. Swinging a roller past the mound. Hit the center field for base hit. And so Brian Gordon aboard with a 2-out single. Hit number 7 for Salt Lake in the ball game. And that'll bring up Tom Gregorio. 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Back in the 3rd. Portland has taken a 2-1 lead on Tacoma after 3. Beavers with a win. We get back to within a half game of first place Tacoma with 5 more games remaining up at Cheney Stadium starting tomorrow night. There's a breaking ball down low. Ball 1. Texas scored 2 runs at the bottom of the ninth off closer Joe Nathan to beat Minnesota 5-4. The 1-0. Popped up by first base. Garcia drifts into foul ground, and he'll put it away for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the 9th. Stinger 6, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
You're listening to Stingers Baseball on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Don't forget to pick up the kids. Can you stop by the bank? I'm late. Where are you? Well, you're coming home. Can you stop by the store? You in trouble? I need a ride. There are many reasons you need a wireless phone. What's yours? So many. It's okay. Just sit down and relax. Let Alert Cellular, a T-Mobile authorized dealer, become your personal wireless consultant. Let's start off with an incredible offer. Sign up for T-Mobile's Get More plan.
You get 600 whatever minutes with unlimited nights and weekends
for $39.99 a month. So get to Alert Cellular, your T-Mobile authorized dealer today. Located in most major malls along the Wasatch Front from Logan to St. George. Call 484-PHONE. That's 484-FONE. Alert Cellular, your T-Mobile authorized dealer says,
don't be left out.
Come see any Alert Cellular dealer for all the details. Some restrictions apply. See printed materials in Alert Cellular stores for complete details.
Log on to 1320kfan.com for your chance to win a monthly family fun pack or a trip for 4 to Disneyland, courtesy of Morris Murdoch Travel, where you can fly to Disneyland starting at $293, complete with air, hotel, and park passes. So, when's the last time you got a bonus? Well, now you can get $2,000 in bonus bucks when you buy a 2003 Honda VTX 1800 motorcycle. Yeah, use your bonus bucks on any accessories, on riding gear, or even a down payment. You can also take advantage of great low financing. So head on down to Stedman's Recreation at 916 North Main in Tooele today for your bonus bucks, and you can cruise the boulevard in style. Bonus bucks offer good through August 31st, 2004. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We go to the 9th inning. Stingers out in front of Las Vegas by a score of 6-0. It'll be Cody Ross, Luis Garcia, and John Barnes, the 3 forward 5 hitters in the Las Vegas order to face Chris Buchek. Cody Ross has struck out, fly to center, and single to left his last time up. Stingers with Riggs, Gordon, and Halter in left, center, and right. McPherson, Sorensen, thrower. Kochman, the infield, 3rd to 1st. Pitch on the way, and Ross fouls it back into the screen. Strike 1. Battery of Buchek pitching, and Gregorio catching. No ball, 1 strike. The infield, the outfield straight away. Chris Reddy, 0-1. Start after the slider, held up the appeal, but the check swing is held up by first base umpire Greg Chittenden, rather. The count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count as Buchek deals. Pulled deep and foul down the left field side. In the seats, 1-2 the count on Ross. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Stingers. 0-3-0 for Las Vegas. The 51s have left 5 men on base. The Stingers have also stranded 5. Now Buchek ready, the 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow right center field. Brian Gordon coming a long way. Can't get to it. It lands on the lawn for a leadoff single for Cody Ross. His 2nd hit of the ball game. Hit number 4 for Las Vegas. That'll bring up Luis Garcia. Garcia single to center, grounded to short, and bounced into a 1-6-3 double play his last time up. Angels have scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning to tie Kansas City 4-4. Now Buchek pitch down the middle for strike, 0-1. Angels will need a win to stay a game ahead of Texas in the standings. Rangers rally to beat Minnesota 5-4. Looks like they may need it to stay within a half game of Oakland. The A's leading Baltimore 6-1 after 4. Buchek, the 1-strike pitch to Garcia, popped up foul, coming back and out of play. And the count on Garcia, 0-2. Still in a rain delay at Wrigley. Cubs 12, Brewers 4. Another game still going. Tampa Bay leads Seattle 3-2 in the fifth. Luchek from the stretch ready. The 0-2 to Garcia. Wider outside it low. Away from the right-handed batter. 1-2 the count on Garcia. And Stingers at Edmonton tomorrow. Game 1 of a 6-game series. It'll be Scott Dunn for the Stingers. Chavez for the Trappers. Luchek again ready with a 1-2 to Garcia. To the dirt, blocked for the catcher Gregorio. The count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Here in the top of the ninth, Stingers out in front, 6-0. Luchek again ready with a 2-2 pitch. A little bit low, ball 3, and the count is full at 3-2. John Barnes is due next. Short lead in for Ross. Luchek ready, the 3-2 payoff pitch. He struck him out swinging on a slider. Strikeout number 5 for Chris Luchek, and there's 1 down here in the ninth. Brings up John Barnes, who's 0 for 2 plus a walk. He lined hard to the third baseman McPherson, retired on a soft liner to second. And Jake Grower in the 7th, with a walk sandwiched in between. A runner at first, 1 out now. Barnes the batter. Luchek ready, and the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. There's some knee surgery over the last few years. John doesn't run as well as he once did. Runs hard, but not as fast. So could turn 2 on him on a ground ball at someone. The 1-0 pitch. Up high with a fastball, and it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. He first started to have some knee problems when he banked, I believe it was his right knee, into the wall, trying to make a leaping catch at Old Biden Field in Fresno. 2-0 pitch on the way from Luchek. Swing, and he punches it through the right side into right field. The base hit. Stopping at second base is Ross. Now the 51s have runners at first and second, 1 out. Batter will be Rick Bell, who walked in the second, struck out swinging in the 4th, and popped to short in the 7th. So 2 on, 1 out now for Las Vegas here in the 9th. As activity begins to stir the Salt Lake bullpen. Left-hander Dusty Bergman is up. 1 out. Runners at first and second. The infield double play depth as Luchek delivers. Strike. Off speed and at the knees. 0-1. No balls. 1 strike. Luchek ready. The 0-1 to Bell. Smashed foul outside the bag at third with the count 0-2. Back to second goes Ross. To first returns Barnes. No balls, 2 strikes. Henry Stanley, the left fielder, is on deck. No ball, 2 strikes. Luchek peering in, getting the sign from Gregorio. Right-hander ready, and the pitch to Bell. Down the middle, strike 3 call. Whatever Chris threw, it wasn't what Bell was expecting. As that pitch headed up right down the pipe. That is strikeout number 6 for Luchek. And now there's 2 outs here in the 9th. And now here's Henry Stanley, who's 0 for 3, flying to center field his last time up. So 2 outs, 2 on here in the 9th. Right-hander ready. Luchek's pitch. Pulled foul down the right field side, out of play for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Maurice Stanley. Again, grounded into a 3-6-1 double play in the second. Reached on an error by Buchek in the fifth. Before flying out to center in the seventh. Ross at second, Barnes at first with 2 outs. The outfield straight away, the infield is back. Gorio now behind the plate, the sign down, and the target up for the 0-1 pitch. Pulled down the right field line, hooking, foul. Just wide of the fair pole at the 3:15 mark. So now the count on Stanley is 0-2 as he's gotten around early on 2 straight pitches. No balls and 2 strikes the count on Stanley. Frank Layden behind the third base dugout, urging people to stand and applaud. Chris Buchek trying to help him finish it off here in the ninth. No balls, 2 strikes. Buchek ready, and the pitch to Stanley. Pass on the ground to first. Couchman's got it. The underhand toss to Buchek. Out, and the ball game is over. And the Stingers have the first shutout of the season. And Chris Buchek goes the distance. And ironically, on the last play, takes the toss from Couchman and sets another franchise record with his 21st putout as a pitcher. Chris Buchek, with his 3rd complete game of the season. He's 2nd all-time in franchise history with 7. And now he ties Scott Klingenbeck for 2nd all-time in shutouts with his 2nd. LaTroy Hawkins leads with 3, but Chris Buchek with a 5-hit masterpiece here at Franklin Covey Field. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Handshakes and high fives all around with the final score. The Salt Lake Stingers 6 and the Las Vegas 51-0. We'll be back with the 10th inning show next on ESPN 1230.
This has been Salt Lake Stingers baseball. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game. The 10th inning show is coming up next on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.
Home equity loans are easy to get at Mountain America Credit Union. Easier, perhaps, than deciding what to do with the money.
We could get a deck and a hot tub.
Remodel the bathroom and a jetted tub.
Once you make up your mind, you'll pay no appraisal fees, no origination fees, no closing costs, and no annual fees at Mountain America.
A snowmobile.
Try a snow blower.
While you're deciding what to do with the money, call or visit Mountain America Credit Union or log on to mtnamerica.org.
How about a widescreen TV?
How about storm windows with screens?
At Mountain America Credit Union, we make getting home equity loans easy. So get approved.
An ATV.
A riding lawnmower.
Unfortunately, we're no help at all when it comes to deciding what to do with the money.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Okay, let's get a fishing boat.
Oh, you want water? We'll take a cruise.
Mountain America Credit Union, member NCUA, and equal opportunity lender.
The game is over, and the fans are leaving the ballpark. It's time now for the 10th inning show. A complete wrap-up of tonight's game with a look at the rest of the Pacific Coast League and Major League Baseball. This is the 10th inning show on ESPN 1230 AM. Now let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Stingers, Steve Klauke.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field, where tonight Chris Buchek authored the first shutout for his Stingers pitching staff this year as he blanked the Las Vegas 51 6-0, limiting Las Vegas to 5 hits. He struck out 6 and walked 4, his second 9-inning complete game of his Salt Lake career. The other came a couple of seasons ago in a key August matchup in Portland against the Beavers. And so the Stingers getting the win here tonight. Again, a win that saw them get the shot out. It also saw a great effort. Adam Riggs with a 2-run homer over the short porch in right field to extend his hitting streak to 19 games. And equaling, or I should say that is the season best for the Stingers and the 3rd longest hitting streak in the PCL this year. That other complete game shutout for Buchek came almost 2 years to the day to his August 25th at Portland. He threw a 3-hitter then, beating the Beavers by a score of 8-0. Here are the final totals for the Stingers. 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 5 men left on base. For Las Vegas, no runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 7 runners left on base. The winning pitcher, Chris Buchek, now 9-9. The losing pitcher is Mark Johnson. His record dropped to 5-12. Time of the game, a snappy 2 hours, 21 minutes. The paid attendance, 4,649. Again, they saw a dandy pitching performance by Chris Buchek tonight for the win for the Salt Lake Stingers. Time now to let you know about tonight's Anything's Possible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulos Auto Group. And we'll go to the leadoff hitter in the third, Joe Thurston. Joe Thurston, left-handed batter, to lead things off. First pitch on the way is line, caught by Kotman. Lunging to his right, he took that one about ankle high and robbed Thurston of a base hit. Now that could very well be our Anything's Possible defensive play of the game, brought to you by the Gus Paulos Auto Group. Gus may be short, but his selection of quality used cars sure isn't. Visit his new used car dealership at Jordan Landing. With Gus, anything's possible. Stingers win it tonight by a final score of 6-0. We'll check the other scores next on ESPN 1230.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet. An amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
You asked for it. Now at Upper Limit Fitness, we're pleased to announce that our new clearance zone is in all 3 of our stores. The Upper Limit Clearance Zone is a store within a store, bursting at the seams with fantastic savings on new and used quality fitness equipment. You'll discover unbelievable savings on strength equipment, treadmills, bikes, free weights, and gyms. You'll find reconditioned exercise equipment with factory warranty, special deals on benches and bikes, dumbbell racks up to 70% off, Olympic 300-pound sets with pace and weights as low as $119, with weight plates for under 30 cents a pound. Our clearance zone is a great place to save on quality fitness equipment, new and used, demos and odds and ends. Check out the great deals on top quality treadmills, bikes, home gyms, and free weights, all at huge clearance zone discounts. Come into any Upper Limit location, look for the clearance zone sign, and get ready to save. Upper Limit Fitness, 815 West 2400 South in Salt Lake, 1345 South State in Orem, and at the corner of Antelope and Hillfield Road in Layton.
Now back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Game shutout, a 5-hitter, and the Stingers beat Las Vegas 6-0. The Stingers had been the only team in the Pacific Coast League without a shutout thrown, but that streak is no longer, as Chris Buchek authors the no-hitter, or not, a 5-hit shutout, a 5-hit shutout. Again, his second shutout at the AAA level, the other coming almost 2 years to the day. The Stingers win it 6-0. Time to check out what else happened under the lights tonight at the PCL as well as Major League Baseball. Brought to you by GE Lighting of the new Reveal Light Bulb. Check out the Reveal Bulb at your locally owned Ace Hardware store. In Nashville tonight, Oklahoma shut out the Sounds by a score of 1-0. Cameron Lowe, the winner, 4-1. Reed, the loser, 4-3. Veteran Brad Klontz with his 17th save. At New Orleans, the Zephyrs stopped Iowa 4-2. Redding over Sedlacek. Springer the save, and Cookie Dawkins hit his 5th home run for Iowa. Memphis leads Omaha 5-2 in the 7th. Colorado Springs looking to pull within 5.5 of Iowa in the Central. leads Albuquerque 8-0 through 7. Somehow in 7 innings, Albuquerque has 10 hits but hasn't scored. Tucson and Edmonton are tied 4-4 after 4 down in Arizona. At Fresno, the Grizzlies lead Sacramento 5-1. And after 5 in Portland, the Beavers still lead Tacoma by a score of 2-1. Elsewhere, as we check the American League, as we mentioned, the Rangers scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th to upend Minnesota by a final score of 5-4. Anaheim batting in the bottom of the 4th, tied with Kansas City at 4-4. Jose Guillen with his 26th home run of the year for the Angels. Oakland batting in the bottom of the 5th, leading Baltimore by a score of 6-2. Jermaine Dye and Eric Chavez have homered for the A's. At the bottom of the 6th, at Seattle, Tampa Bay leads the Mariners 3-2. Tino Martinez with his 20th home run for the Devil Rays. Boston came from a 3-0 deficit to defeat Toronto 5-4. It was the Yankees pushing across a run of the 9th to edge the Indians 5-4 in Cleveland. And at Detroit, the White Sox pounded the Tigers 9-5. Over in the National League, they finally resumed play at Wrigley Field after a lengthy rain delay in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs leading the Brewers by a score of 12-4. Moises Alou has hit his 30th and 31st home runs of the year. Derek Lee is 27th, and Ramos Ramirez is 26th. In 10 innings at Cincinnati, the Reds edged St. Louis by a final score of 4-3. It was Atlanta coming back from a 5-1 deficit at home to beat Colorado 6-5. At Pittsburgh, the Pirates knocked off the Diamondbacks 3-1. The Dodgers scored 8 runs in the 5th en route to a 10-2 win at Montreal. The Marlins opened up with a 7-run first inning to ground the Giants 9-1. It was San Diego over the Mets 3-1, and Houston doubled up Philadelphia by a final score of 4-2. And that's a look at the other scores around baseball. We'll recap tonight's game here in Salt Lake City with highlights next on ESPN 1230.
If you need to lose 15, 20, even 50 pounds or more, then you need the powerful one-day diet, an amazing breakthrough that guarantees rapid weight loss without giving up your favorite foods, counting calories, or taking dangerous diet pills.
I'm Linda. I lost 10 pounds in 7 days. I was skeptical at first, but it's simple, easy, and it really works.
Hi, my name is Kelly. I lost 21 pounds in 37 days and 10 inches off my waist on the one-day diet. I couldn't believe it.
There now exists a bioactive weight loss compound so powerful, so effective, that it boosts your metabolism, burns stored fat, and helps you lose weight fast. The one-day diet is much too powerful for people that need to lose less than 15 pounds.
Hi, my name is Anna. I lost 27 pounds in 45 days. I've never tried anything like this. It's truly amazing.
Call now for your risk-free starter pack at 1-800-626-5182. One-day diet is 100% safe, natural, and guaranteed. Call toll-free 1-800-626-5182. That's 1-800-626-5182.
Oil's one for the money, two for the show, a free to get ready. Now go catch your Jake's over the top, baby. Yeah.
Let me tell you about Jake's Over the Top. The name comes from the insane way their monster shakes rises inches above the top of the cup. A mountain of ice cream blended with fresh fruit, nuts, candy, and cookies. Like a strawberry banana shake. The turtle shake. For the yummy. When it comes home tonight. Join me for a burger big enough for the two of us. It's not a big Jake burger. This hunk of burning love is 2 quarter-pound cheeseburgers, topped with 2 slices of cheddar cheese, freshly cooked bacon, ketchup, mayo, mustard, pickles, lettuce, and tomatoes on a sesame seed bun.
It's 99-cent Wednesdays at Jake's Over the Top Classic Burgers. Get a hot fudge sundae for only 99 cents at Jake's. We don't stop at the top.
Thank you. Jake's Over the Top. Thank you very much.
Now, back to more Stingers baseball on ESPN 1230 AM.
Welcome back to Franklin Covey Field, where it was a 0-0 ball game going into the bottom half of the 3rd. Tom Gregorio led off with a single to extend his hitting streak to 8 games. And that brought Zach Sorensen to the plate. Sorensen lifts one high in the air to deep right field. If it stays fair, it's gone. It's up there, and it is gone. A 2-run home run for Zach Sorensen. And the Stingers are out in front 2-0. So 2-0 Stingers at that standpoint. Then in the 4th, it was Alex Pelaya's turn to go deep. Elias reaches out, lifts it in the air towards left. Stanley going back to the warning track at the wall, leaps, and it is gone! A home run for Alex Elias, and the Stingers lead it 3-0. Well, while Chris Butchek was gliding along, putting zeros up on the board for Las Vegas, the Stingers would add another run to their lead in the fifth. One out, Zach Sorensen walked, moved to third on a single to right field and scored on Adam Riggs, sacrifice fly to right field. And it was a 4-0 Stingers lead at that point. And they capped off their scoring in the seventh with one out. Zach Sorensen walked. With two outs, Adam Riggs faced Roy Smith. Smith's pitch to Riggs, lifted in the air down the right field line. Ross towards the corner. That falls up there. It's out there, and it is gone. Just over the short porch in right field. An opposite field home run for Adam Riggs. The hitting squeaks alive, and the Stingers lead it 6-0. 19 straight games for Riggs, 28th home run of the year. That ties him for the fifth most in a single season in franchise history with three others. Now he's just 4 away from the record set in 1997 by Chad Rupp. Meanwhile, Chris Butchek got into a little bit of trouble with singles to two of the first three batters of the ninth, but he caught Rick Bell looking. Got Henri Stanley to ground into a 3-1 put-out at first base to end the game. And again, that put-out for Butchek also gave him the single-season record for put-outs by a pitcher in franchise history with his 21st of the year. So the Stingers with a 6-0 win. I bet you can't guess who our Stingers Ace Hardware most helpful player of tonight's game is. We'll let you know and preview the Edmonton series next on ESPN 1230.
Spring is here, and that means shorter nights. But just because there's more daylight doesn't mean you don't still need better everyday lighting. Your local Ace Hardware stores and GE Lighting can help. GE Lighting has replaced the ordinary incandescent bulb with the new Reveal bulb. Reveal bulbs make colors so crisp, clean, that you truly see the difference. Guaranteed. Reveal bulbs from GE Lighting at your local Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place.
Starting for your locally owned grocery store, Andy Goodwill.
Regarded as the top customer service clerk in the country, Andy Goodwill is a first-team all-star selection as a provider of only the best service to shoppers at any of the associated food stores, including Acres, Peterson's, Macy's, and others across the Wasatch Front. As region MVP, Goodwill set records for happy customers, satisfied shoppers, and stunning smiles. Goodwill chose Associated Food Stores because of its commitment to customer service and the impressive reputation of Western Family Products. For your family, only the best.
Mortgage rates have gone up. Hi, this is Scott Forster with Alta Mortgage Group. Mortgage rates have increased recently, so at Alta Mortgage Group, we've created a new program which offers a rock-bottom fixed interest rate for up to 7 years that is flexible enough to allow you to pay a normal payment based on 10, 15, 20, or 30-year mortgage payments. Or just take a breather and just pay the interest rate you choose. This program sometimes cuts your mortgage payment in half. These rates are so low you'll have to call 628-9400 for a quote. We can also correct inaccurate credit scores that are making you pay higher interest rates on your loans. This problem of inaccurate credit scores is costing consumers millions of dollars per year. Let us help you today. We can help you correct these credit problems. Call 628-9400. That's 628-9400. Or visit us on the web at alphamortgagegroup.com. We are here to help you.
Covey Field, where the Stingers blanked Las Vegas 51 tonight by a final score of 6-0. And as you might have assumed, Chris Butchek is our Stingers Ace Hardware most helpful player of tonight's game. Brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Ace, the helpful place. Again, Butchek with a 5-hit shutout. He struck out 6 and walked 4 and stranded 7 base runners for Las Vegas. So, needless to say, Chris Butchek, our Stingers most helpful player. Brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Well, it's on to Edmonton for our final trip to Alberta. 7:05 game time tomorrow. 6:45 with the on-deck circle will be right-hander Scott Dunn with a record of 8-4. For the Stingers against right-hander Wilt Chavez, 5-11 for Edmonton. Again at 6:05 pointer on Thursday. 7:05 start on Friday. 7:05 Saturday and 1:35 on Sunday. So we hope you'll join us for the broadcast from Edmonton. Our thanks to Tony Parks back at our studios here in Salt Lake City, and our thanks to you for listening. Once again, in 2 hours, 21 minutes, and in front of 4,649. The final score, the Salt Lake Stingers 6, and the Las Vegas 51-0. I'm Steve Klauke saying good night and so long from the ballpark.
This has been the 10th Inning Show on ESPN 1230 AM. Be sure to join us after every Stingers game for the 10th Inning Show on the home of the Salt Lake Stingers, ESPN 1230 AM.